Welcome to Drinking Bros, presented by GhostBed.com. Welcome to Drinking Bros podcast, kids.
Is that a ball you hit?
Is that a ball you hit right there?
I think it's one of Kid Rock's blades out of a bunker. He took this ball to hell, didn't he?
Oh, my God.
Big time.
How does that even happen right there?
He's got his name on it.
You're looking good, friend.
I feel like shit, though, bud.
Do you? Yeah. How's everything going with the cancer?
It's, we'll know October 28th, so I go back in, and hopefully it'll be benign again.
I hope so. I tell you what, it was a pleasure seeing you out there at the major this year.
Yeah.
How was it? Was it fun?
Oh, it was a blast.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because every year you get invited back, and it's like, dude, if you're not there, I feel like it's not a real major.
It's like
Some majors are different than others.
this whole a lot of people who wanted to play golf, people from the South especially, that were tired of all the pretense and bullshit, saw you as an icon for so long because you just did what the fuck you wanted to do.
Yeah.
This is America, man.
Get up and hit it.
Yeah,
Who
dude.
cares the way you dress? Fuck,
Jesus
clothes,
Christ,
you
man.
don't want to wear clothes, don't wear clothes. They're awesome.
No.
You know?
Grip and rip it. And by the
Yeah.
way,
Go barefoot if you want.
yes, dude, and last year you did. You had a golf ball out of Ray Kashkar's mouth.
Yep.
I don't know if you saw it, but it went viral, about 12 million views.
I've lost my touch.
He came over here and said, look, this year I want him to hit a ball out of my ass and see if he can do the same thing. And I go,
I'd rather
Great.
do that with a woman, not a guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ray, it's a Navy SEAL thing, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't
It
know.
is.
They're just always trying to take their clothes off and talk about their hair.
a little weird.
It's a little weird,
You know?
yeah. And
Plus,
Ray's
if
a
I
little
hit it
weird.
and that tee's up in his ass, he's gonna fart. And it's not
That's
gonna
true,
smell
yeah. That's true.
Because he is a SEAL. I
Yeah.
can imagine what his tits
Oh,
smell like.
Who
God.
knows what the
Del
fuck.
Monte burritos.
All he eats,
Frozen Del Monte
he
burritos.
he just wakes up and eats protein and does 10,000 push-ups a day
Yeah.
or some
Yeah.
stupid shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Got too much to do.
One question I want to ask you about. Last time you were on the show, a few ladies hit us up. And they said, John Daly has the biggest cock I've ever seen in my entire life. Ask him about it on the show. True or not true?
It's way above average. Let's go that way.
Break this table in half with your dick right now. Just go full, dress your dick up
Not
like a Bills fan.
underestimate the fat man.
One girl called it a full loaf of bread. She was like, look, I shop for my
baguette?
kids. Yeah, she goes, I shop for my kids. I make their sandwiches every morning. It's like a full loaf of bread that I make for my kids' sandwiches. So I wanted to give you a shout out for that.
We're proud of you.
No, it's the biggest Nathan you'll ever see.
So you've named it. That's good. Well, is that a
man,
sponsorship?
Big Nathan hot dog.
Is that
It
a
is.
sponsorship? Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of kids, your kid's turned into a pretty damn good golfer himself, huh?
Yeah, he's freshman at Arkansas. Just
Holy
won a
shit.
qualifying there last
Yeah.
week, so he gets to play in his first tournament October 4th. to
Like
the
a
6th.
first pro tournament?
College.
Oh, college.
College,
tournament.
yeah.
Hogs.
I see.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, you got a whole fleet of Hogs golf carts, right? Like
Oh,
70
yeah.
of them or some
Yeah.
shit?
I got a few of them, yeah.
Yeah. And
The new cowboy one just came in. Street Rod.
Oh, yeah, I
does
saw
it
that
out
one. That
of
was
Iowa.
dope,
They make
yeah.
some great golf carts.
those
What's
are
the
beautiful.
company again?
Street Rod.
Street
Street
Rod.
Rod.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
Because we're in the market for one. Me and my lady over there. We got to get one to cruise around the neighborhood. We don't
Heck
play
yeah.
golf or
Yeah.
anything, but I need something
yeah.
dope.
Do you guys ship?
Oh,
ship 'em out around the
they
United
drive,
States?
They drive them anywhere you want them. Yeah.
Great.
Oh, yeah.
Great. We're out in Austin,
Austin, yeah.
Texas now, so
All right.
we need a couple carts. We're in
Yeah,
the
for
market
sure.
for them. Last ones you had last year were beautiful, and we want some.
All right. They're here.
Yeah. And then lastly here with Arkansas football being back, those guys look
Yeah, how about that
nasty
shit?
this year.
They were
Good.
good in like '93, and then again for a year or two in the early
Well, when
2000s.
Petrino was
but
there, we were really good. And then,
Yeah.
I mean,
now he's back.
what's
The
his name?
spirit, I mean.
Big boy. He's coaching at Illinois now.
Beeline.
Yeah.
Lima.
Is it?
Bielema.
Yeah.
Nah,
Well, he's
a great
never
guy.
gonna
He
pronounce
had it
anybody's name
almost
right.
going.
Yeah.
Brett Bielema, Beeline,
Bielema,
whatever. Yeah,
yeah.
God.
We
I mean-
love him. I bet we're loving Pittman though.
It's
Man,
hard to come
he's-
up in a conference like the SEC, to be honest.
It
If you
is.
go off for a while, you got to get back.
I mean,
like
what Pittman's done with our program is
Yeah.
just it's a miracle.
Great. One of our producers, Delco Dan, back there said greatest offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator in college football right now. As far as the young guys, and I believe it. I just saw the rankings this morning. They moved up into the top 10. It's been a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah, what are we? They put it 7?
Seven,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
and Clemson's all the way back at 25. I don't think they even deserve to be there, to be honest. They look like how many points did they even score yesterday?
Not many.
Or
No.
for Saturday? It was like 10, 13 or
I think
something?
I know one in a double OT, so I believe it was 27-21. And leaving them in the top 25 is just to do it at this point.
Yeah.
Well, it's
prestige.
Like, I think a lot of these conferences are so overranked, they have to keep people.
Well, you see Cincinnati's up there now, finally. We've been talking about this for 3 or 4 years on this show. When's Cincinnati going to be a top 10 team? Because they run it out pretty much every year. Yeah,
they've been good. Last year, they were really, really good.
Finally.
They were a top 10 team last year, weren't they?
For a while, I don't
For
know
a
where
long
they
time.
finished. Where did they finish, Delco? Do you remember?
Just outside of it, I
It was
believe.
like 13 or 14 or something?
games.
Yeah, 1 or 2 games, and I think that the last one pushed them out. They lost the quarterback.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about golf real quick. What do you
Ryder
think about?
Cup?
Yeah, Ryder Cup champions.
Dominated.
That was
Dominated.
awesome.
Man.
We needed that.
Yeah, that's what America needed.
On a golf course, I was scared because I would favor the Europeans in that sort of link style with a lot of wind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then you look at the British Open, it seems like a lot of the Americans, we're always we usually win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The British Open. But if you look at the top 10, top 20, it's a lot of Europeans in there. So I'm looking like I hope we can pull it off, and Steve did.
Yeah.
It was just awesome.
Well, it's
It
the
was
80-20 rule, right? You get 80% of your production from the top 20% of your staff, typically.
Yeah.
So this is the biggest win in Ryder history, right?
It
Like
was
the
a blowout.
widest margin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
17
blowout.
That's
I
fucking
think,
great.
Hal Sutton got beat pretty bad like that with us, but that was a good old whoop ass. I love it.
How do you feel about the
Love to see it.
Bryson DeChambeau, Brooks Koepka rivalry?
They're both great guys. I mean, hopefully the Ryder Cup helped it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like the back and forth a little bit.
So do
I
I.
think more of it's just kind of a game than it is.
Of course it is.
They really don't
If they're
like each
smart,
other.
they're doing that on purpose, right?
All I keep thinking of is if you were mic'd up back in the day, like especially with social media and everything else, because I know you're getting into it, you'd be the biggest guy on the planet in today's PGA.
Oh, I wouldn't be playing. I'd be fined so much for cussing and talking sex and women, and, all the good stuff.
Yeah, the fun stuff.
That's right.
Fun stuff.
I gotta go hit a ball.
All right,
let's
go
do it.
get
Thanks for
buddy.
coming, buddy.
John Daly, best in the biz. There we go. Pulling
he's got a
up,
Frenchie.
and the dog. He's got the dog.
Definitely bring the dog with you.
Yeah, Ron White, come on in. Welcome to Drinkin' Bros, my man. Did you put the parking brake on that? Yandel, there you go. There you go.
Oh, damn it. Can we interview
Look
the
at
dog?
you. Get the dog up here. Dan's got one of those dogs,
No, I've
actually,
got two
Ron.
Boston Terriers, not Frenchies.
Yeah.
They look kind of
Yeah.
like a longer-legged Boston Terrier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're good dogs, though, right?
Yeah. He goes with me everywhere.
They're relatively chill.
He'll sit in my lap from L.A. to Boston and not make a noise. I had a woman get on a flight the other day, and she goes, "I hope he's not going to make a lot of noise." And I said, "You've already made more noise than he's going to make. He's a quiet little dog."
This is why you need to know what stand-up comedians look like in public, because you can't challenge them. They're quicker than you. They've already got those comebacks preloaded.
Oh, yeah.
Just shut the
It's
fuck
like
up.
playing ping pong with a chicken when I
Yeah,
get
you can't-
involved.
you can't
They don't even know how to
can't
get
do
it in their beak. And that's all I do is sit there and hit slam shots.
And the dog's name is Mustard, too.
Mustard. I named him after his own gas.
He's a World War II era dog. then.
Suffocate. Yeah,
Or
right.
World War I, excuse me.
People my
Apologies,
age
all right.
get that joke.
Yeah, well, you served, Ron. You served, right?
Served.
He's a big ping pong guy.
I did. I didn't do well. I was very, very immature at 18 when I went in.
George Carlin did the same thing in the Air Force.
Didn't.
He was in there for about 18 months. He was like, yeah, but this is not for us. And like, George, you're not for us either, buddy.
Yeah, right. That's kind of was a parting of the ways. And the director, I was actually discharged from the Naval Drug Rehabilitation Center in Miramar, California. And the commanding officer of that base called me a hole in our national line of defense. And I'm like, I'm 18. What were you thinking I was going to do? I liked it. I liked being in the Navy. And if I would have been older and been able to appreciate it, I think that would have been a great deal. Because I was stationed in Hawaii, went to the Philippines, great stuff.
Yeah.
But I got a little caught up in the fun
It's
part.
like, hey,
of it.
we're going to send you on vacation. When you're 18 years old, you never seen drugs or booze before? Here you go. Here's money and fucking
Right.
Hawaii.
Yeah, right.
Congratulations.
Go get it. Try to stay sober. Yeah.
Well, look, it all worked out in the end.
It all worked out in the end, it all adds up, right? And I know people that I've met that were born to be in the
Like Tim Kennedy.
in the military
Yeah.
or in some kind of. And I was born to do stand-up comedy, and then I'm good at nothing else. It was the path of least resistance. I have no other skills whatsoever. And I'm lucky that this one worked out the way it did.
And the
'cause,
amazing thing about you is, like, you're still great. Some people you're just like, all right, great. It's time for you to get off the stage. You're still great.
I think I'm there too. I think it's also time to move on out of the way.
I don't think it is,
yeah,
man.
but it's like you can tell Conor McGregor, for example, got rich, stopped knowing how to fight. Apparently,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Some comedians have a modicum even of success, not even your level, and then they lose the edge.
Yeah.
You got to keep the edge. That's
You've
the
been
whole
able to
point of
keep
comedy,
it, and
right?
even after blue collar comedy, you guys were the biggest in the world. You made a gajillion dollars. You still kept the edge.
Yeah.
How did you do it?
One of the things I did was kind of separated from that, from the blue collar guys, because I really didn't. I felt like we were kind of forming me to fit into that mold. And because my regular show didn't look like that, and the people just saw me on Blue Collar, and then they came back to see my live show, were very surprised at the subject matter, because it was
It went from PG-13 to R
to baby
real
duck
quick.
pussy lip tacos
Yeah.
and things that they didn't understand, and so
Well, even Jim Gaffigan, who's worked clean for years, he'll do the 7 show, and then the 9:30 show is a lot different than the 7 show, right? You've been to those, I'm sure. You've done.
Mine are word for word the same. Yeah. I don't vary from it one bit. Yeah.
Well, you do 7
Is that
and
real?
9:30
Is that
the
real,
same.
by the way?
Yeah.
Is that real? You don't veer from it from either show? Like you've got it that down pat?
If I have the show that if I'm working to build something for
Like a special,
for
yeah.
a special,
Yeah.
then it's it's working out every night at the clubs in LA. Which
People don't understand what all goes into doing an hour of comedy and knowing the hit times and everything.
That's
It's
what
a
I
grind,
lost
man.
so thoroughly during the pandemic was all the things that I was really good at, I took for granted.
Yeah.
Because I did it every night. I do 3 big shows during the week in 3 different cities, and I go back to LA, do 3 sets a night at the Improv, Laugh Factory, and the Comedy Store, and do that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
But they were closed for half of last year, right?
Well, we were all
Most of last
closed.
year.
Yeah, everybody
right?
was
So,
closed, yeah.
and, so I didn't do anything. So in that time, I completely lost it all, and I had to go back into clubs, and it made me anxious because I just didn't remember what was so good about it.
But that's the hunger that drives people like you guys.
Well,
the guys that have been doing stand-up and have gone on to other success and then come back or continue to do stand-up the whole time, like you, Steve Byrne, Bill Burr, all these guys that love grinding it out.
Yeah.
You just love the comedy game. That's that's the excitement, right?
I guess part as I see my dog run off into the horizon.
Nice, man.
Mustard, come.
It's all special operators. They'll find the dog.
Yeah.
If Rob was able to find Bin Laden, they can find Mustard,
Yeah,
the
track
dog.
that thing down and bring him back over here.
Yeah.
He's good.
But what it did was it gave me a really good reason to spend time with my mom because she lives in Cocoa, Florida. So I park my tour bus in her driveway and I go out on the weekends and just do 20-minute sets unannounced, just trying to get my chops back because it is chops. It's like blowing a horn. You better blow it every day. And I just didn't even realize it because I blew it every day because I like blowing the damn thing.
I mean, you've been doing it for 40 consecutive years, and all of a sudden there's an
36,
interruption, right? That's
right.
That's got to be weird.
Without interruption.
That's got to be weird to do something for 3.5 decades and all of a sudden get interrupted for a full year.
Yeah, it was. But I got to where I didn't mind it, because I'd been telling myself anyway I should take a year off and let the markets rest and all that stuff that I've been pounding for so many years. And but it took that to really get me to do it.
Well, it turns out you guys are all addicted to the fucking show.
I think so, but I think when it comes time, right? I mean, we're already got dates in mind that I'm going to turn it over to somebody else. And
well, who do you got in mind then? Who's your favorite comedians on the come up right now?
Oh, I'm
People
not
wanna
really
know.
going to give it. I can't give it to them, but I'm just saying I'm going to quit. There's a lot of
Who do you like?
really good comics. I think Tony Hinchcliffe is getting really fierce on stage.
We just saw him a couple months
Well, he's
ago.
in Austin with us now.
Yeah, he's in Austin
Every
with
week.
us.
Our
We
buddy
saw him-
Brandon runs his daily show.
and he opened up for
okay.
Rogan, and then the odd
Right.
part about it with Rogan, because he's in Austin, Texas, as well as us.
And I am too.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I think your performance on Rogan, and I say performance because that's what everybody treats it as. I think it opened it up, you personally, to a whole new younger demographic, and now more people are clamoring to see Ron White again on tour.
Because
and now
people
you're
are-
just going to drop the mic and get the
Because
fuck out of
people
here.
are tired of pussy bullshit.
Yes,
Yeah.
They want to hear real America again.
you're the
Everybody's like-
last of a dying breed.
Everybody was like, I thought this was America in the back of their head for the last 10 years, and now they're saying it out loud finally,
Right.
which is nice. They should have said it 10 years ago, though, to be honest. Let's be real.
Yeah, it's hard to have any balls these days, because there's always somebody waiting to chop them off, and And also with, I got accused of sexual harassment. And
anybody with an axe to grind right now can just say that. Or
And that's
you're
it. And
racist
once it
or
hits the
rapist.
news,
Right.
everybody
Things.
forgets about it. Yeah.
Come on. Man.
well, literally, these lawyers are telling me, listen, here's how much money we want.
Yep.
And if you don't give it to us, we're going to put these kinds of headlines all over the state of Texas. And then if we find out that you didn't do it, that's going to be this big.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
On
I'll be
page 6.
convicted. So I just gave them money, just because I don't want to. I can't deal with it. I can't
That's
take
what we've
that. I don't
learned
want
from
to
the
fight
lawsuits. 15 grand. Here we go.
it. Right.
Yeah.
I got shit to do. Here's money.
Right. Yeah. Mine
outta
was,
here.
I think, 40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But and they were
Well, you're
saying
slightly larger than us,
250,
Brian.
so I
He didn't have
sounded
to
like I was
flex on
getting
us
out of
with
it
his
cheap,
settlement money there. Your
Yeah,
dogs-
but they always come for a big number, and then
Right,
they settle
yeah,
for
yeah,
something
yeah,
little, and you're like, all right, great. But
yeah.
the damage is done
But you
because
gotta-
your name is out there.
Yeah.
It's attached to sexual harassment and
Right.
everything
It's
else.
like Scott Baio that got charged with sexual harassment or accused of it.
nicest dude of all
and
time, by the
and
way.
it turns out he didn't
Fuck.
do it.
No, of
and
course
I
not.
didn't even know. I didn't even know he was acquitted until somebody told me
Yeah.
the other day. Because you know why the news was that big that
And
he
it's
no,
Scott-
never mind.
yeah.
It's Scott Baio.
Right.
He's the nicest dude of all.
Yeah, right.
And
I
it's
know.
only because he's a fucking Republican. That's the only reason anybody cared, right? If he was the governor of New York for, say, people would cover that shit up for 6 months.
If they could.
His
right.
brother on
yeah.
CNN would cover it up for 6 months.
Yeah, no
Fuck
doubt.
outta here. Bunch of
But
assholes.
yeah, I played golf with him one day, and the next thing I know, all this stuff is going down. I'm like, really? He didn't seem like that kind of guy to me. It turns out he wasn't.
No.
Let me ask you this. You're known for your scotch, obviously. I don't see any on you right now.
Well,
you're in great shape. You look great.
You're a couple of years behind.
I was going to
I've,
say, are you still drinking scotch, or did
He's
you give it up?
transitioned, just not in the way you do in the 21st century.
Right. No, I own a tequila company called Number One Tequila. Can we get a bottle of that over here?
Yeah. Can we get a bottle of tequila out here? So you switch. You're on tequila now. I saw the bus in the parking lot.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yes.
And I switched drinking tequila about 7-8 years ago, and my fans would just have no part of it. They're like, no, he doesn't either. He doesn't drink tequila. He drinks scotch. He smokes cigars. He cuts his own stuff. Hey, they don't want anything different from me. And 10 months ago, I got some news from my doctor, and I had to quit drinking. So
Really?
that was 10 months ago, that I haven't had a drink. So, it's probably not forever, but they were saying, you don't want to go till your liver hurts because then it's too late and it's fatty. Anyway, bad news. So I'm still they're not giving away chips at AA for shit that I'm doing now. But but I haven't had a drink in a while. And I own a tequila company, so I'm not trying to get anybody else to quit. I want you to drink Number One JUAN tequila.
All the way until the point where your doctor says not to anymore, right?
Well,
Exactly.
that's how I played it. So.
Did he cut out cigarettes too, or?
Nah, I'm still smoking weed and cigarettes. There's little cigars that are like cigarettes, I guess, and cigars.
You got to go with a vape pen, though, right?
Yeah,
Right.
vape pen. Everybody's doing vape pen. And that's the new thing. How's your golf game out here today?
I hit some good shots. I play a lot of golf, and I'm not bad for a guy my age. And
You live in Austin, you said?
I live in Austin.
Do you play at the country club out there? You
I
did
play Barton Springs.
Oh, okay.
That's
Barton
where
Springs is a
I'm a
good
member.
course. Yeah.
But I bought a lot down at Driftwood, so
That's where
that's
where I
down
live, yeah.
south of town.
One of my other co-hosts, Dakota Meyer, the Medal of Honor recipient, he lives in Driftwood. We live in Dripping Springs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you just came out for this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We
Good
host.
friends
We
with
come
Rob.
on every year. Rob's one of our best friends. So we host. We host every year, and it's a great organization. It's a great tournament, and there's always fantastic celebrities that come out every year and support. What got you involved, other than being in the military yourself back in the day?
Well, my involvement, they asked the guys from the Blue Collar Tour to go to Walter Reed Hospital, and I was talking to a guy that was holding his 2-year-old daughter in the only limb he had left.
Yeah.
And I went outside and cried like a baby. I never knew anything that could really, really grip me that way.
It reminds
And,
you of that Tombstone scene with Sam Elliott. I still got one good arm to hold you with, right? That's what I always think about when I see those scenes.
Yeah, so and that made me think. It made me get personally invested in that, which for some reason I didn't want to do, and so I started doing a lot of stuff with the Armed Forces Foundation back then, And it ended
You've
up,
done
and
some
I think that
USO
was a
stuff
great
too, right?
organization. But the leader of it ended up going to prison for I don't know what. But it was doing a lot of great work with PTSD, and really proving that there is a path through this. But there is a path you have to get on to get through it. So,
Right.
And that's just a message that needs to be spread all over America. And because these guys and gals shouldn't have to face this all by themselves. And but there is hope and real change. And I've seen it go both ways. I've seen it go as bad a way as it could possibly go, and then I've seen people really make a good turn. So.
Well, you can tell what you need to know about a society by how they treat the people that have done everything for them and have nothing left to give, right?
Right. Exactly right.
Like sick people, old people, veterans. If your society is not treating them well, your society is sick.
No,
There's
yeah, that's
something
right.
wrong.
That's right. Yeah. We've failed everywhere we can fail when we don't do that. I agree.
Absolutely. And Ron, look, you were an Alzheimer Hall of Fame comedian, one of the very best to do it. We are grateful to have you on Drinkin' Bros podcast.
Oh, thanks. Well, let's do it again sometime. So when
We'll
I
do
have
it in Austin this
Do it in
time.
Austin. Come into the studio in Austin.
There's no sense in us doing this in Nashville.
Yeah, we
so
didn't have to
Exactly.
fly away out here for this
Exactly.
bullshit. What the
All
hell?
right.
And I'm in Driftwood. I'm probably in the neighborhood next to you.
Yeah, they're still building mine. It's that Discovery Land property
We're in
down there.
Calaterra.
Yeah.
They're building
yeah.
ours in
They're
Calaterra
building
right
ours
now.
right
down
now.
the street from there,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
well,
going to take 6 years for them to build a goddamn house, but we'll be there eventually.
We'll keep up with my liver's condition, and if it turns the corner, we'll have a cocktail. If not, we'll just play some golf and smoke some weed or something.
Exactly. That might be the new podcast. Ron White's liver.
All right, guys, thanks very much for having me
Thank
on.
you.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ron White, thank you for being here.
There's 10,000 people out here chanting my name right now. You can't even hear it. It's amazing. It's amazing. Guys, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Yeah, we got Ray Cash Care and Dion here today. Look, kids, we had an episode come out a couple of days ago about making your fucking bed. We got a lot of comments, a lot of DMs on this. I'm going to be honest, Dan, it was 80-20. 80% of our audience said you should make your fucking bed. 20% of people were like, it's a fucking waste of
I
time.
just want to let 80% of our audience know they can go fuck themselves.
And I want to let 80% of the audience know that you're great fucking American human beings, and the 20% of you suck.
The
Yeah.
first text I
Yeah.
got this morning was Dion telling me, hey, we're on the way, but Ray had to make his bed first.
I fucking made my bed this
Fuck
morning
that
at the
shit.
hotel.
No.
Hold on here.
I don't have time for that.
But that's why, Dion, that's why you guys were late.
No, let's be honest here. I get making the bed to some extent, but making the bed at a hotel?
yeah.
Yes.
What the
You're
fuck?
now a fundamentalist.
Let
when
me
it
tell
comes
you
to
why I
making
do
your
it.
bed.
Let me tell you why I do it.
You paid $409 for that room
I have a
last night.
systematic
$409.
Listen, you had to fly first class because you sold your jet, so don't talk to me about fucking how the regular man lives, okay?
boy.
So here we go, because I got some for you
you're
too.
gonna bring up the jet, huh?
I'll bring up the fucking jet and the Lambos and everything else you got. Listen, here's how fucking Tiny Tim lives. I forget shit at hotels, so I check the bed. I fucking make the bed, and then I put my suitcase on top of the bed.
Oh, yeah.
And I fucking strategize.
Before you leave the morning of, when you're leaving the hotel, you flip the sheets, everything, right?
My room is ready to go right now,
yeah.
straight ready to go.
Do you wash the towels?
I don't.
Dry the towels?
I might. If I could, I would.
I mean, why not? If you're going to commit.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
hard
So
work.
no, but let me ask you: if you are committing, it's a great question. Do you leave the towels, or do you ask the maid for towels?
I
Are
go
you-
about 2 or 3 days before I change the towels. I
He's-
think that's
Oh,
a dick
gross.
move.
He
Unless I'm like,
sews-
Did
unless
you
I'm feeling
fold
my balls and
Did
ass
you
like that.
fold the
Yeah.
towels today
I
in
hang
your
the
room?
towels up. I hang them up on the thing.
That's poor people's
Seriously?
shit. You get free towels in a hotel. Why would you do that?
Especially if
You're Ray
right
Cash
would I
Care,
hang 'em
former
up?
Navy SEAL.
So you'll make a bed, but you won't fucking hang a towel up.
No, I've got an entire
No.
suitcase full of hotel towels.
Yes.
I'm stealing from
Yes.
you.
You're fucking
Nobody I
Ross
know
off
in
of
a
Friends.
rental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody I know in a rental does that.
That's
No,
right.
no. And here's
And
the
it
thing.
takes jobs away from people that need it.
And that's exactly what I say. So I leave the dirty
So
towels on
now
the
I'm-
floor. I don't make the fucking beds.
Yeah,
He's
you're
killing
a job
jobs.
thief.
He's
Christ,
killing
now I'm
a job.
fucking taking jobs
He's a
from America.
job
Really?
thief.
Yeah,
as well
dude.
For fucking making a bed and hanging some shit up. I apologize, America. I suck.
You may as well be Joe
You
Biden.
go to McDonald's
Oh,
and
fuck
make your
you.
own burger?
Yeah, exactly. Honestly,
And why aren't our prices going
that's
down?
why I don't go to
Why
Fuddruckers,
is
because I have to make
Arby's
my own
5
burgers.
for 5 been 5 for 5 since we were children?
There's never been an
It's been
inflation.
5 for 5 since we were children.
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Since you were a kid, Arby's has had 5 for 5.
Meat has gone up. Why hasn't Arby's gone up?
Why?
It's not
Because
meat.
it's not meat.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to be
We're
honest here.
sponsored by Arby's. Brought to you by Arby's. Beef and cheddars.
we have the meats.
No, they
You're
don't
gonna
have
be
the
real.
meats. They have something weird.
I did have Arby's the other day. I won't lie. It was good.
Oh,
Was it
you
good?
dirtbag.
Yeah, it was
Did you
good.
have those
I
cheesy?
didn't do the double though. My friend did the double.
I don't eat that shit.
It's good. It's good. Whatever that meat is, it's good.
Dion, we're bigger fans of you than we are Ray. We just met you, okay? You honestly, we love the rich bullshit with the private jets. We love throwing dirty towels on the floor.
Yeah.
We love that you spit on Mexicans. Like, I don't even care about that. You said that off air. I'm going to say it on air because I know you don't care, obviously, and that's fine. Ray, though, actually cares about shit like this, and it's like, hey, dude, why? You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh man, we should be there at the border figuring stuff out with AOC. Ray Kashkar said that.
Yeah,
I was like,
he's
no,
a
we
big
shouldn't.
AOC fan.
Yeah, he's a huge
You
AOC
did say
fan.
that. Did you not
Time
say
the
that?
fuck out. No.
Yes,
Literally,
yes,
no
you
one said
did.
any of this.
I
None of this
care.
happened.
No, we made all that up. Yeah.
The last time we talked, I was dragging my ass across your bed, and then I was going to make it. That was it. We were not talking about spitting on anybody.
Yeah, you
of any
were.
ethnicity.
Well, we did a bunch of mushrooms since then,
It's true, we
Christ.
did.
so anything could have happened.
That's true. Because Dion was like, no, man, we need more. We need to spit on some more Mexicans before we get ready to go to the thing.
No.
I was like, maybe not. Ray was like, no, we should be there helping people out. Haiti's a real country, and I'm sure they got over here. It's only 2,000 miles swim, and they're all here like, yeah, that makes total
Haiti
sense.
is a real country.
Did you just put a
So,
knife on the table?
Well, for a reason.
Ray, is this sharp?
I want to
'Cause
ask a
I might-
question.
I
Now,
might
this
use
is-
this.
Nothing is scripted on the show. It never is.
It never is.
No.
That's
There it
not
is.
our table.
That's not our
doesn't-
table.
No, it's
And
fine.
that's really stuck.
We just gave $300 to charity for that.
So here we go. Last year, what hole were we on?
9.
9 and 10. I
Nine,
think.
yeah. Yeah.
And I tried something, and it was an epic failure.
That was in the after party in the bar.
But I want to try it right now.
I
right
don't know
now.
what. I don't know what
Giorgio's
happened.
got to
I'm
stand up
sober.
for this. Yes.
Here's the deal.
I'm sober.
I want to. So as a scientist, I need a control group. The control group is the time of day for me.
Okay.
So it's going to be 5:30, 6:30.
I want to power 69 you right now.
Well, we're at
Standing
410. We're fine if you want to do that right now.
Come on, stop being
Can
a
you
bitch.
lift him up? Can you lift him up?
happened in the bar, which is where it will happen this year
Lift
as
him up
well.
and Bust
Okay.
his spine in half.
I'm a
Especially
scientist.
after all the bed making jokes.
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
you're done.
I'm
Yeah.
ready to be in a wheelchair, man.
This guy's
Look,
walking
Greg
ball
Abbott's figured it out.
testosterone. We just talked about it. How he needs to control his levels, and you want to poke the bear?
Wheelchair. Yeah, we need
We need a wheelchair.
If Dan's in a wheelchair, I feel like that elevates his
I won't drop
superpowers.
I would shave my head and go full Patrick
Oh,
Stewart if I was in a
what,
wheelchair.
Dan,
Yeah.
the hardest
Would you
part about
really?
eating.
You look good.
The
Eating what?
vegetable?
Never mind.
No, I got it. I
I'm
know
not
the
gonna
joke.
go-
We all, every infantry dude out there knows the joke, too.
What did Ray do last year? Half the people. First of all, everybody knows him, and he's apologizing to half the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's second time around for Ray is mostly the apology tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
Ray
they-
Cash
but they love him.
Apology
He's
tour,
been on the
yeah.
show 7 or 8 times. You were about to say something really disgusting. I'm going to hold you to this.
No, I
yes.
forgot.
Nope, you did not. You said something about a fucking wheelchair. What was it? You were saying the hardest thing about being in a wheelchair is going down on somebody.
The hardest part about eating a vegetable is getting her out of the wheelchair.
There it is. God damn it, dude. R.I.P. Terry
You guys are
Schiavo.
sick.
No, that's
Yeah.
a Schiavo thing,
Guys
and
are
like, dude, you
sick.
guys are fucking sick.
Well,
This
Ray
is
hates
like-
all the Mexicans at the border. Like, it's a weird
See, even
day,
within
dude.
this one lie, you've
Yeah.
crossed yourself up. So before he was pro-border,
But-
now he's
But
anti-Mexican.
we just
seriously,
go
you
back to me
guys,
yelling
you
at you
guys
making
were
the fucking bed?
You guys were at the party. There was like 70 Mexicans in the booth. How can
We
you
live
even
in
say
Austin.
that?
It's
We live in
mostly
Austin,
Mexicans.
Texas. It's all Mexicans. We're in their land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. Oh, I
This
agree.
land is made for you and me when we take over shit, but like otherwise it's not.
I mean, I'm part Mexican.
yeah, it was theirs.
Yeah.
Are you really? Which half?
Bottom.
All right. If you're a bottom,
The
you're a
work-
bottom.
The working half.
Oh boy, you did not just say that.
No, I am.
I mean,
I'm,
honestly,
I'm a hard worker.
If you were able to trade every member of Antifa for one fucking Mexican just trying to get their way to this country to make a living, how great of a country would this be?
fucking
That'd be amazing.
I
If
would
it was
say
an
that. I
actual
fucking hate
meritocracy where we
Antifa.
could trade lazy pieces of shit.
I made a
entitled
firearm.
assholes for real
I made
people.
a firearm with a barrel that goes back at you for Antifa. It was Antifa special. I couldn't.
Did you
I was trying to
really?
give- I swear to God.
Is that available on F1 firearms?
Demolition Ranch has it.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah,
He
Matt.
shot it. It bullet goes right back at you.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, look.
That's
It was called the
amazing.
Antifa special.
That's
Look at this
amazing.
asshole.
Rob
Look at this.
O'Neill.
Rob O'Neill's
SEAL Team
here,
6
kids.
operator.
SEAL Team 6. He killed
Anyway.
Bin Laden.
Hi, Rob O'Neill.
He killed Bin Laden.
here.
Listen,
not
he
real.
kills a pool game too. This
He
guy
does.
can play
He's good.
pool.
Come on in, Rob.
guy
Come
can
on
play
in,
pool.
brother.
Rob O'Neill.
There he is.
This guy can play pool.
A man who
Seriously.
deserves no
Serious
introduction.
Well, no. The
Serious
introduction.
hustler.
Hang on. The introduction he deserves is this. Yes, he killed Osama bin Laden, but his brother killed him in Pac-Man last year
Oh, yeah.
for
Tommy.
$1,000 in your house. Tommy, get in here.
get over. Tommy,
told this story on the show.
Yeah.
An absolute ass whipping. Tommy, Tommy's the guy here that we really want to interview.
He's the all-time leader in the
Rob, when we got to your house last year, you guys were paying for $1,000 a game in Pac-Man. Your brother fucking worked you, dude.
Like a summer job, yeah. It was.
Oh boy!
Fuck yourself. No, we grew up playing this damn game. It was between you, me, and my sister Chris.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now she's both of our bosses.
She's out here somewhere.
Yeah, she's somewhere.
She's
leading.
And,
She's actually doing the work today.
She's
actually the only person working today.
I always said eventually I'm going to have my own Pac-Man game, and I do.
He does.
Yes.
And he comes every time, even if I play all night, and he comes down and beats my score. Like
He's got the highest score, the name on the highest score on his Pac-Man machine at his house.
Well, it's still so. It's just a 3 initial, just TDO,
that's
you know,
bullshit.
but that's still worth something. You know.
That's the greatest thing of all time. Like, and your quote to me was, "Yes, you might have killed Bin Laden, but I just killed you in Pac-Man."
Yeah.
And then you owed him $1,000. And to Rob's credit, you pulled out $1,000 and paid your brother and
but
moved
I
on with
threw
your
it in
night.
his face like he was a
It was,
fucking.
yeah,
Yes.
it was
Yeah.
kind of
Yes.
insulting, but I took it anyways.
And I'm surprised he had that much cash on him, which is amazing.
He has to
Absolutely
go to the
incredible.
ATM every time he's coming over. That's
Yeah. We got to give everybody a Delta update. Are you allowed back on Delta Airlines?
No, absolutely not.
You're kidding.
No, I'm still on the no-fly list.
And you've got like 600,000 Delta points.
I'm a million miler. Diamond. What did they send me a thing about? Hey, thanks for being a diamond medallion. I'm like, motherfucker, I haven't been on the airline in a year. Yeah. And and I can't even give the miles away. No one can use them. I've tried to get my daughters on there. They won't let anything associated.
No way.
You know, it's again, yeah.
Have you heard back from them of like, hey, dude, on September 11th, we'll let you come
but you
back?
gotta
Like
figure,
nothing.
There's a dude who was at Guantanamo Bay that probably one of us arrested. Now he's like the Secretary of Interior for that new Afghanistan Taliban.
Oh. Yes.
They're good. They're cool though. They're new.
Yeah.
They've turned over a new leaf.
I can relate to the Taliban because the way that I'm playing golf today, I'm going to hang myself from a crane like one of those fucking dudes in Kabul.
Nailed it.
So I got to tell you a funny story. So we're on the third tee here at Old Hickory. I'm not making this up. And this is my home course. And I'll come out here and play by myself or whatever. And all bullshit aside, when they're building it up, I was by myself on this white tee, and there was I shit you not, a 4-foot rat with his head cut off. And I'm like, what kind of? I'm not making this up.
Jesus.
What kind of predators out here?
Yeah.
So I go home. I talk to my wife and Jessica and her family. They work in National Electrical Contractors Association. They're power line guys. And I said, Jess, you won't believe what I just saw out here. There's this rat with his head cut off. And she said, well, do they hire union guys for construction? I said, I don't think so. She goes, that's what it is. By the way, don't drink out of the fucking the fountains or whatever. you don't know what's in the Gatorade bottle.
How do you know though it wasn't Jesse Ventura because he doesn't have time to bleed, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
he
just out
also
here
didn't have
murdering
time to go to Vietnam as a SEAL. That's weird.
No, nailed it. God, we're on fire today. Since we are here, in all sincerity.
He didn't have time to sue Chris Kyle's widow though.
Yeah.
What a hero.
Yeah, isn't that something?
Jesse
Yeah.
Ventura, American hero.
Amazing.
Speaking of American heroes, though, when you started getting on Hannity, I remember talking to you, and I was like, Dan, you look great. Hannity loves you. And you said, dude, I'm on TV. I think two things. Look at the camera. Don't say fuck. Don't say fuck. Don't say fuck.
Yeah.
And he did it.
Seriously, it's hard to not
I didn't
say
know it
fuck.
is, yeah.
Then I went on Tim Pool's show. It's an hour and a half, and I can't say fuck that entire time.
Yeah.
That's supposed to do?
I don't know.
What the fuck are you supposed to talk about? I want to ask you about everything that's going on in Afghanistan in all sincerity here. Look, you're the guy.
I think it worked
You're in
out
the
pretty well.
Netflix documentary right now. Everybody's watching the new 9/11 doc, #2 on Netflix.
Yeah.
When you watch what's going on in Afghanistan right now and you look back at all the last 20 years, what are your honest thoughts about it?
Well, my honest thought is this is a direct result of political correctness and people not telling each other the truth. Because when someone...
Especially the general corps,
That's it.
general officers.
Because if
yeah.
you show me a 4-star general, I'll show you someone, 12 dudes around him kissing his ass, carrying his luggage.
Here's what people don't
We
understand
don't tell
about
the truth.
generals. You get promoted to brigadier general, right? And 2 through 4 stars, that is a billet. You get assigned to 2, 3, or 4, and if you retire in that position, you get that pension. But you only stay there if you're billeted there by Congress.
No, that's what
It's
they're doing.
fucking
and you got to
bullshit.
figure too. People say, "Why did we leave so many billions of dollars worth of guns, helicopters, whatever?" Because eventually, one of those 4-star generals will get a contract position. Say, "Oh, look, we
You
need
mean
to
like
build
Lloyd
all this new
Austin
shit again."
with General Dynamics?
Unfucking real. And no one's
A month after this motherfucker, well, a month after Mattis wrote that letter, co-signed that letter, 700 former officers and intelligence committee people, a letter to America. We endorse Joe Biden. By the way, fuck that guy, right?
Yeah.
A month after he endorses the guy, he gets a new fucking board membership.
Joe
You know what
Biden,
I mean?
man, I haven't seen the back of his head that much since my first marriage.
How bad do you think it's going to get over there? In all honesty, like how bad is it going to get?
It's as bad as it could possibly get. It's back to September 10th, 2001. However, now that they control everything, they're only letting us see what they want us to see. So they can say, I mean, Kabul sucks. Like I was saying, they're hanging people, and I should have made light of it.
But that's where the cameras are.
But in the valleys, imagine what's going on in there.
Yeah.
Because
Painter Valley,
it's everyone that it was an interpreter for the United States. However, everyone who's a secretary, everyone who drove anyone who associated. I mean, you're lucky if they just kill you.
It's total war. Right?
Completely.
So total war, anybody that was involved with the enemy in any way, you kill them all. Yeah. That's how it works.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing with Gitmo, how we had like KSM, so that the mastermind. It's like, dude, why is he still there? It's like, send me. I'll save you money on a rope.
Yeah, we'll kill that guy right now. For free.
Yeah.
Like for nothing. I'll pay for my own flight.
I mean, shit, Tim Kennedy's paying for his own flights to go rescue Afghan people that have been working with us for 20 years because the government sure as shit isn't going to do it.
Shit. They don't care. They don't have anything to gain.
Him and Chad Robo have been like, they've gotten about 10,000 people out of the country so far. And now the FBI is kind of investigating some people that work with them because, God forbid, somebody do the job the government can't.
Oh.
Exactly.
How ridiculous
Well, I mean,
is
the government doing anything. When's the last time the government started something, a new department? They're like, oh, we solved that. That department's over. No,
the interstate highway system with Eisenhower was the last time a government program really worked. And that was the 1950s.
Yeah.
So.
And he won a couple wars.
A couple.
Yeah.
But what's great here is we're here for your organization, and there's a lot of special operators that are coming back now who need fucking jobs. Tell everybody about everything that's going on here because it keeps getting bigger year after year.
Well, the foundation that we started a while back is called Special Operators Transition Foundation, and because a lot of men and women who leave the military, they honestly don't know that they have any skills. They're like, I know how to fly shit or how to break.
They
shit
don't even know
up.
what they're entitled to from the military.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of these CEOs now that are hiring people, they don't want the shit coming out of college, the liberal arts degree. They want someone who gets it, who knows how to solve problems, how to effectively communicate, and how to not stress the fuck out. And I mean, unlike golf, like I wouldn't recommend golfing just because like if we went after Bin Laden with like a pitching wedge, he'd be alive. No shit.
Yeah, and it only makes you angrier.
A few times.
If you have PTSD, it makes you angrier playing golf. That little goddamn ball, you're like, why can't I hit this?
It's not even moving.
Just
it's right
go
there.
to your
right there.
home.
It's like when Tommy tries to punch me. I'm right here. I'm right here.
It's like 1983 all over again. My God.
Exactly.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Definitely fuck you.
Exactly. And if you haven't donated or have been out here, it is one of the best events we go to all year. We are grateful to be here. The after party is unbelievable. Rob, tell everybody how they can donate and help your charity.
SOTF.org, Special Operators Transition Foundation.org. You can also find it. My website's robertjoneal.com. All the stuff will go there. And again, just donating, raising awareness. If you know someone that has a company that wants to hire someone amazing.
If you're in an executive level position or proximity to one, hey, have you thought about hiring a special operator that's getting out of service?
For anything from boardroom shit, white collar stuff to blue collar
Project
stuff,
management,
surface
anything,
finishing to the like my wife's industry, the power line industry, anything from lineman to someone who observes and is overseas. They can do anything. They can literally do anything. Give them a problem, they'll solve it.
We've talked about it already today. The placement percentages in the high 90s. The promotion ahead of schedule within 1 year is in the 60 range, 60%.
Yeah, we
way ahead of
we
schedule.
have yet to have any boss not tell us this is the best employee I've ever had. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's an amazing organization, and we're grateful that you have us every year. Thank you so much. We know you got to tee off here and go to the next hole. We'll look forward to seeing you at the party tonight.
Thanks for having me again. I'm really honored you guys come every year.
We love it. We love it.
Before we go,
Go ahead.
This is
my father-in-law, Tommy Halvin.
This is probably one of the toughest guys in the world, and there's only one person he's afraid of. She knows my daughter.
His daughter, my wife.
Oh, yes. By the way, that is 100% true. Hey, real quick, I've always wanted to ask you one question. I swear to God. So hold the mic right here. When you find out your daughter is marrying the guy who kills Osama bin Laden, how does it get any better than that in life?
Well, no, what it was what I said, honey, you're on your own now. I used to be able to think I could kick the shit out of her boy.
Yeah.
Nah, I said, kid, you're on your own. Go get it.
Yeah, well, what time Tommy and I got in a hockey game and a fight broke out, or a fight and a hockey game broke out?
That might be the greatest story of all time, by the way.
No, when he says you're only afraid of one person, I'm like, He'll give me so many rights, I'll pray for a left.
Rob, we appreciate it. We'll see you at the after party. Good luck today. Thank you for having us.
Right. Fuck you, Tommy. Definitely fuck you.
Johnny Damon, welcome to Drinkin' Bros. Grab a mic here, put it about an inch from your face. Welcome, sir.
Do you consider yourself an A or a Red Sox or a Yankee or a
Where are you
Royal?
at? Who's your team?
Yes.
All of the above.
I always wondered how that works for guys that have had major success at multiple. For like some dudes start in a place and then they have success somewhere else. Some people have multiple successes over a course of different franchises, especially the Red Sox and Yankees. Not like they're friends, right?
Well, I got drafted by my childhood team, the Kansas City Royals.
Where are you from?
Well, my dad was in the military,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was born in Fort Riley, Kansas.
Oh, shit.
Moved to Okinawa,
Yeah.
Fort Campbell, Kentucky, and moved to Florida when I was 6 years old. So I got used to the traveling, and it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm
And
glad,
wrestling alligators too, right?
well, yeah, I'm glad my parents picked Florida. I mean, we do have a really cool state, a really cool governor, and I'm so excited.
Same with Texas, but you didn't answer the question. Gun to head,
He
who
said
is your
everybody.
team? But who is your favorite team? Was it Red Sox, Yankees? Who you got?
Cubs.
It's tough.
To me, you seem like a Red
it's
Sox
tough.
guy because you all the.
Well, the Red Sox World Series was number one.
That was the greatest. It was one of the greatest moments ever.
Years,
Yeah.
But I enjoyed every part of my life. You know, I just got after it, enjoyed it, and Red Sox, Yankees, they're all great franchises.
Yeah.
And I'm just so happy.
I mean,
that
what
I
an
was
honor to be able to
win.
play for both teams, man.
Yeah.
Holy
Played for
shit.
the two best.
You know what?
Yeah.
Babe Ruth and I are the only starters who have won for both teams. So guess what?
Wait, you started pitching a game, or you mean starting in a position?
No, he didn't pitch.
I can't pitch.
You
Come
can't
on,
pitch.
let's go. You
Johnny
know?
Damon can't pitch. But I will say this: you're a
can
lot
putt for
bigger than
dough.
I thought you were. Holy shit! When we
He
walked
can-
into
he
the
can
club,
putt for dough,
look
dude.
at this, dude.
He can putt
Yep.
for some dough.
Johnny
Guess
should
what?
still be playing. You're what, 6'1", 6'2"? Like, you're a big dude. I was not expecting that because you were so fast.
Well, guess what? Special talent. 6'2", 220, boom, let's go.
My God. What were you running? Do you know your 40 time or anything like that?
Yeah, I was 4'2".
Was it really a 4.2?
Yeah, the cop didn't believe me, but
You can watch that tape too if you want to count.
Yeah,
You
but
just
here's
need
the thing
degrees
about
and
it. We've all been there, so
Hey,
it's like,
guess
who
what?
gives a
No,
shit?
hey,
Who
no,
cares?
I've got 8 kids, bro.
Yeah.
I'm the most careful person in the world. I never really got hurt playing ball.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been incredible to people and my fans, and
Yeah.
you know what? I'm not going to let anything slow me down because
You shouldn't, man. We
no.
all make mistakes, and who gives a shit?
Yeah,
I didn't make a mistake.
No.
No. His ex-girlfriend was a huge fan of mine. Yeah, sorry about that.
You had you did have a
Stuff
career
happens.
that's relatively absent major injury, though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a big deal these days.
I know.
Even like Mike Trout was out half of the year this year.
Yeah.
That sucks for baseball.
Well, that would never happen for me because I plug, and I'm fortunate. You know, I was blessed to not get hurt like
That's
that.
real. That's real fortunate. Yeah.
And life's been fantastic, and I'm gonna keep plugging away. Got 8 great kids, and
Yeah.
I can't wait to see my son tonight. He's coming up for this concert, and
You're living back
it's
in Florida
amazing.
now, right?
Oh, always.
You love this.
Yeah, yeah.
42 years in Florida.
Yeah. You're permanent there.
Yeah, Governor DeSantis is the best governor in the world.
He's
and
probably going to be
it's-
president in a couple of years. Let's
Well,
be real
I
about
hope
that.
so.
I hope so.
Let me ask,
I mean, we can do a better job than.
Oh, yeah, then Biden. Come on, dude. Look at this.
I
We
didn't
got an
say any
impeached
names.
Biden shirts, of course.
Is he the president?
Yeah, he might be.
No.
Somebody else is.
I didn't consider that.
it's chief
Yeah.
of staff that's running that show
Hey.
for sure, right? This guy, he has vascular dementia. Come on, man.
Hey, guess what? Whatever happens with him, I just want our country to be number one.
Yeah.
Same.
Always.
One last question for you before you leave. Is Johnny Damon a Hall of Famer?
Yeah, my numbers speak for themselves.
I agree. What are you,
And-
28, 60 hits?
Well, guess what? I mean, Ichiro's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he had a fantastic career and got a lot of people interested. But guess what? My numbers, my production, my playoff run, my World Series.
That's
You
a
know what?
debate we have, me and this guy right here. Not a debate, but
All
we
the
agree
time.
on it.
Yeah,
the
runs scored.
postseason numbers have
Yes.
to count towards your Hall of Fame.
They have
shot,
to
right?
count.
Like, I understand how it doesn't count towards season MVP. I get it.
Right.
But towards your Hall of Fame numbers, Mariano Rivera, if he never pitched a game in the regular season,
Right.
should be a Hall of Famer, right?
Absolutely.
And-
yeah, run
on,
scored,
man.
RBIs is what wins you baseball
Yeah,
games.
exactly. And Bernie
my
Williams, too,
team.
needs to be in the fucking Hall of Fame.
Well, yeah, he needs to have a better consideration. But guess what? Gary Sheffield, Fred McGriff.
Yep.
Kenny
McGriff's got
Lofton.
493 home runs. He's in the Hall of Fame, dude.
and such a great human being as well.
I love
And
Kenny, yeah. Good dude.
I mean, that's the crazy thing. Like Jim Edmonds as well. I mean, all those Gold Gloves.
Jim Edmonds is the slowest center fielder in the history of baseball, but he's one of the best center fielders in the history of baseball.
He made the most beautiful diving catches,
so
and
so good.
Guess what?
Great clubhouse guy too.
I mean, I'm a congratulator.
Yeah.
Why be a player hater? Let's congratulate greatness.
Absolutely.
We enjoyed watching you play for what 18 years.
It felt like 30 years, dude. Look, congratulations to you. You were unbelievable,
Red Sox fan
unbelievable
over here, too. That guy
athletes.
right there.
2004.
There you go. Yeah. And it'll never be forgotten. It'll never be forgotten.
Do you know how many Red Sox fans had gone their entire life without a World Series? All of them.
All
of them. Guys.
Jimmy Rice, Teddy Williams, Carl
Kurt and fucking Veritek and all those guys. All of them.
Thank God for Big Papi. I mean, the greatest clutch hitter.
What was Minnesota thinking?
Greatest postseason hitter ever. Well, you know what?
What's Minnesota thinking?
Sometimes you need to be around some great players to push you in the right direction to be the best postseason hitter ever. And
so you heard it here first.
Big Papi
If there's no Johnny Damon, there's no Ortiz.
Yep.
I did not say that.
He said it
without Pedro Martinez. He actually asked the Red Sox to give his friend David Ortiz an opportunity to join the Red Sox in 2002. Guess what? Changed the history.
Right after
baseball.
Pedro was coming off the best 3-year run of any starting pitcher in history, right?
Yeah. It's unreal.
That was such a great team. Loved watching you guys, man.
Same, man. Johnny Damon, Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Thank you for being here. Good luck in the tournament today. Looking forward to partying with you tonight.
Oh, definitely looking forward to it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Thank you, Johnny Damon.
Boom.
He's a professional.
Yeah,
Hold
here
on.
we go.
I just wanted to clap with
You got shit on your face.
Who doesn't want to clap? You know what it is? So I got ash
bug.
on my face.
It's a bug.
You say
Gross.
Ash.
with an
Ash.
H.
Oh, yeah. Hard H. Hard
Ash.
H.
Fair
If
enough.
I have ass on my face, obviously we're not doing this interview, but the ash.
First of all, no, you two would have get along great. Now it makes sense.
Oh,
Why
yeah,
it's
yeah,
taking
yeah, yeah.
So long over here.
Dude. So, it was ash from Kid Rock's cigar. And
Oh, hey.
Oh, you didn't want to clean it off.
I was gonna say you were ash dropping, but you're just name dropping.
Oh,
So it
man.
doesn't matter.
He's really.
Just,
You're calling out everybody
Ash,
today.
This isn't just normal ash. This is from Kid Rock's face.
We've got Chris Kirkpatrick from NSYNC.
Let me
here
put
today.
some ash on your
Holy
face.
shit! And he's calling everybody out. You started talking shit right when you walked up.
Oh, that's
I
my
love
life.
it.
That's my life.
I love it, man.
a good life.
Are you tired of the NSYNC bullshit, or are you like, hey, dude, I'm my own goddamn man at this point?
Oh, I'm so tired of what made me millions of dollars. Fans.
There you go.
Every day I wake up and go, I just wish I wouldn't have done that at this point. If I could have
what
been
I always
anything
say.
else in my life, why would I want to be in a boy band?
That's what I
with
always say.
thousands and millions of amazing fans. Like,
Yeah.
that's stupid.
Because I have active friends who are pissed off that they're only known for one thing, and I'm like, why? It made you millions of dollars, and you have tons of fans.
Yeah. Do you think
Why?
OJ? Do you think OJ Simpson's mad that he's only known for playing football? Hell no.
I'm trying to still figure out what an active friend is, to be honest with you.
Active
know,
friend. What's
right?
that
What's an
mean?
active friend? Like they're friends with you now?
Yeah.
Because you
That's where
you obviously have people that are like, hey, remember when we were friends?
we're at. Yes. But
Okay.
That's me
Now it
every
makes
day.
sense.
Actually,
You
We
have-
are,
you have
we
the
are
same
not
thing.
actively friends then.
You have the same things though, right? Like, there's probably people when you were, on top of the world, and then now they're like, hey, fuck off, dude.
It's not as much people as it is lifetime supplies of things.
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like when you're on top of the world, hey, lifetime supply, free internet, free phone till
Yeah.
you stop selling records.
I know.
And
It's
that's
weird,
not
right?
really lifetime. Like,
No.
Can't put that pressure on me.
And then the friends disappear, and you're like, all right, cool. I've got probably a handful in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I would say 9 total. Like, is that a
9
good number?
friends?
Total, yes. That are
For
great.
you,
that are great
amazing,
friends.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
be honest.
You
As
gotta
long
say-
as I've known you, I'm thinking to myself, 9?
And that's been about 8
That's
minutes
like out
now,
kicking
yeah.
your coverage. That's a lot. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Because I look at it like this. We're due. I don't know how old you are.
Old.
30s?
Old.
30s?
Sure.
Yeah,
41.
Let's go with that.
We'll go with
guess.
30s. We'll go with
41?
30s.
Yeah.
You think I'm in my 40s?
I think you're 41. Yeah.
Oof.
I think you're 30. I think you're 37.
I'm gonna look it
Right.
up.
I think you're 37.
I'll be 50 in 3 weeks.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Shit,
Wow.
You look great.
So you're the oldest member then.
You look great.
No, Justin is.
Yeah. Nobody knows.
Of course I'm the oldest.
Nobody knows.
Of course I'm the oldest.
I actually
yeah.
didn't know how
Yeah.
old Joey was.
Well, I call him my uncle, and he's 5 years younger than
That
me. so
one
that's
guy,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been to his restaurants, Fallon? Are they good?
They were hot dog stands. I just did a
Oh,
show with
boy.
him 2 nights ago. So yeah.
Where at?
Did you?
Miami.
Oh,
No
shit.
shit.
Yeah.
Dude, he's killing it. He's doing well.
No, he's doing great.
I love when he's
doing great lives.
No,
Yeah.
it's amazing to me because, Joey's been one of my best friends since, he was like 18 years old. And like now it's funny because I walk.
Sons of bitches.
Close.
Hey, you're supposed to yell four. You're supposed to yell 4, and you're on my team.
How about 4, asshole?
This is not playable.
That's crazy,
this ball
dude.
is not playable.
Play it where it lies.
You almost took out the biggest podcast in America. For Christ's sake.
Where is Joe Rogan?
Yeah,
by the way?
exactly. He's second.
Okay.
He doesn't count.
Now
It's
he's actually transitioned to a horse now, so I don't know if it counts.
It's like Jesus and then everybody else, and you're like, all right, fuck off, Joe. Like we know you're number one.
Yeah.
So
and we love Joe, by the way.
Yeah, I love.
Oh, yeah, you
I
have
love
to-
Joey
look
Fatone.
Look at you guys doing that. Yeah.
I've really enjoyed watching Joey on Impractical Jokers the last couple
yeah.
of years. So fucking funny, man. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's like I said, it's so weird to me knowing him from when he was in high school, and then now we go out to do events, and I'm like, I put the band together, I found the guys, I've sang on every song, whatever. Go out and do these things, and everybody's like, hey, and I wave, and they go, Joey, and I'm like, oh, really? That's ridiculous.
You're the funny one, though. It's you.
Allegedly.
You're the guy.
No,
Allegedly.
not really.
Oh boy.
Allegedly. Who do we got behind us here?
My team.
You son of a bitch. Oh, boy. And he drops the Backstreet's Back. All right.
Hey, just so you know, he can't name 2 members of that band. He can't name 2 members of my band. And he can't name 1 member of my band. I've been golfing with him all day.
Wait, there's a Wahlberg in there somewhere.
Yeah, there's like, is there
least
like
one.
a Niner? Did I hear?
Did I have a Niner or a Wahlburger?
Yeah,
what
Wahlburger.
did I hear in there?
Wahlburger.
Wahlburger. What are you doing? Are you just enjoying your life, man? Just being rich, being fucking awesome?
No, you know what? Like, I just told somebody the other day, like, this COVID thing sucks, and last year was crazy. But this year, since they've opened things back up, I've been working, and I won't complain. Every weekend I get to work, and I got a 3-year-old son here in Nashville, and I get to come home to him every Monday, Sunday night, and spend the entire week with him. And I feel like I'm like on the Nashville schedule because when I fly out, I'm with all the Nashville people going out to their gigs, and they all come home on Sundays. And I'm like, "Hey guys, great gig!" Like, and they're like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Hey, don't worry about it.
I'm Joey Fatone.
Yeah, I'm Joey Fatone. Trust me, I'm kind of a big deal. I'm friends with Timberlake. That's what I usually.
I know, right? And everybody wants to ask about JT, and you're like, God, just shut the fuck up, dude. We know who Timberlake is. You know?
Ask
You
JT.
do?
Yeah, we do. Everybody
kind of a big
does.
deal. He's
Yeah.
kind of a big deal.
Are you tired of asking or hearing about Timberlake, where it's just like, dude?
Listen, he's my little brother.
He seems like a really nice guy.
He is an amazing dude. Like, he's one of those guys that you're like, oh, here comes this asshole. And you're like going to expect that he's like somebody. Man, he's the nicest guy on the planet. He's such a great kid. And like, I always tell people, I'm like, just imagine like being Mozart's like older brother going, hell, I like that. That's kind of cool. And he's like, do you really like it? And I'm like, yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure, it'll go #1 in the country.
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah, of
It's
course.
like being Dave Christ.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Who's your
Oh,
brother?
that dude.
Jesus? Do you know Jesus?
That dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, got him into a lot of clubs, allegedly.
Oh, big
though.
time, yeah.
Tons.
Yeah.
Dave Christ used to party in LA for years.
I think that's
you have no idea. 3 wise men, they're not with me. They're not with me. I got my own spot in here.
What's
Don't
that guy?
tell them I'm even here.
What's that
Party
guy?
of 13, Christ, Party of 13. We'll
oh,
start
wait,
with
make
bread
that
and
12.
wine. Yeah.
Make that 12. That one dude I don't trust so much. Keep him in the
the
normal
shifty-eyed
people.
guy in the back.
Yeah.
He's carrying a purse full of
Thomas,
gold.
what's his name? Or
Thomas.
Judas.
What's it?
Judas.
Judas.
There
30
you
pieces
go.
of silver.
There you
I
go.
was thinking Doubting Thomas, but obviously it's Judas. I was like way more 20th century than that. All
No,
right.
that's great.
Thomas was the one guy asking for proof.
Yeah, he was. He
Yeah.
wanted proof.
So we can't blame him for that.
That's
No,
real.
you can't.
Reasonable.
Can't.
Yeah.
Are you
I've had a
going
lot
back
of
out on tour?
girlfriends tell me the same thing. I'm back before I was married.
Are you back out on tour? You guys going back out on tour?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No. It's
You
all
kidding
done.
me? Yeah, no. Well, it's pretty much, yeah.
Backstreet
Yeah.
did one, last year or 2 years ago,
No, they're still
2019?
doing it.
They're still
doing
that's
it?
why I asked.
Listen,
Backstreet's still
I'm
doing it.
actually in a band called ATCK, All the Cool Kids, with AJ from the Backstreet Boys.
Oh, shit.
Uh-huh.
Jeff Timmons from 98 Degrees. We have a DJ, a drummer, and it's so much fun. But every night we do a bunch of our old songs, and we kind of battle each other. And every time he does Backstreet's Back, I'm just kind of like, where did you go? You know, I'm like, I've known you guys. You guys they've been hustling and working. They never really left. So it's like,
that's true. And they're selling out everywhere.
They're killing it. They're killing it.
Then the numbers. I mean, every single
making
city.
that nostalgia money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna buy my guest house just so I can have it. Like, it's crazy.
You're become his Cato.
Yeah, I'm his Cato.
Just keep your mouth shut
Hey,
when it comes
AJ,
time
is it
for
cool
the
if I
trial.
live upstairs with my family? That's great.
You ever think about lobbing a call into JT and be like, hey, bro, did you see the numbers for Backstreet? Like, can we just churn those out for maybe a year and a half?
Yeah, then he goes, did you see the numbers on my last record? I was like, oh, gotcha.
No.
Makes sense to me.
No.
If I was you, I would do the same thing.
What's the craziest story you had out on tour?
Oh, Jesus.
There it is.
I don't know. You know, I've probably forgotten more crazy stories than I ever had.
I'm sure. It was
Europe
nuts.
was crazy. Like, Europeans are so passionate and so crazy about what they do, and that was the beginning of our careers too. And that was when the kids would be like at airports smuggling themselves in on conveyor belts through the luggage racks and hiding in the hotel rooms. When we got here, you know, we had professional security. We had people taking care of us, so they weren't as crazy. But I will tell you, every time I go to a hotel room, first thing I do is pull that curtain back in the shower, just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to get screamed.
I'm just kidding. I don't go to hotels with shower curtains. What the hell do you think I am?
You a fucking poor person?
No, they've got glass walls or concrete block. I don't know. I'm just
Little
kidding. Yeah.
Filipino
I
kid
always
there to-
pull the shower curtain back just out of like knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah, because we heard
weird.
like girls used to hide in closets and
They
shit.
hide everywhere.
Was that true?
Yeah, Lance used to hide in the closet.
Oh, I love that dude.
Too
And
soon?
now he came out. No, it's not too soon. No, it's perfect.
Right.
He's a good guy in real life.
He would
by the
love
way.
it.
He's awesome.
He'd also laugh really hard at that joke.
He
too.
really
He's
would,
awesome. He's awesome. And he's actually having kids. He's having twins.
Oh, wow.
Well, not
coming
him
up.
personally, obviously, but yeah.
Well,
Maybe
we'll
his
see.
husband is. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how that exactly works, but one of them is having the kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can
yeah.
actually splice two male DNA into a embryo now.
I just think it's hilarious because I love Lance and his husband Michael to death, but they live in L.A. and they're so excited about these twins, and I'm like, I got a 3-year-old, and I'm thinking to myself, you have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, he's probably gonna end up hiring 9 nannies.
You can't even go
Yeah.
outside out
'Cause-
there anymore.
'cause-
There's nothing for kids to do in LA right now. What the fuck's he going to do for the
Right?
first
Yeah.
3 years
Right?
of their
That's why
life?
my kid lives here.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going freaking wherever we
Yeah.
want.
Go
My kid
outside.
doesn't even know what COVID is till we travel.
100%. Same with us. We're in Austin, Texas, and it's the same way. Once I got out of Los Angeles, I was like, oh, shit, there's a real world with real people.
Yeah.
And you can go and take your kids everywhere. And I've been to Lance's house a few times.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do? Just go and play in the street? You don't have that
No,
option
his
there.
street's like
Dude, it's
straight up and down. Kickball would suck
Yeah.
on that
Oh,
street.
bro, it's like 100-foot incline on that
Oh, yeah.
on that house.
Yeah.
What is he gonna do? I don't think he understands.
No, that's what I said. I was like, I mean, I'm supportive of him, but I'm like, I don't think you understand
No.
what this. He's like, oh, I'm ready, and I'm like, yeah, I'm old.
Give him 2
Like,
years. They'll be out
I
of
got
there.
old before I had a kid because I had to figure out what was going on, and he's like, he's clueless. But they're gonna be great parents, and those kids are. I cannot wait. I didn't get out to the baby shower, which I'm so bummed about because, again, I was working. But
Sure.
they're going to be great, and it's cool to see that 4 of us are now parents, and we can all relate and talk to each other.
You guys should start a podcast about
and
being
touch.
dads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In sync with
dads.
kids.
Yeah, in sync with
dads.
kids, yeah.
JC will just come on and go, what? Like, what is it? Like, I'm not sure. I have a cat.
The cool thing is, I've had the opportunity to meet you guys all individually throughout my career and everything, and I can genuinely say you guys have always been the nicest, most humble people there is, who have truly enjoyed the success and the money and everything else, whereas a lot of people just did not. I mean, it turned dark for a lot of people, and you guys have, and it's awesome to see, man, and it seems like you have
I'm
a
trying to
great
figure
life.
out who these people are that hate money and fame.
Bro, off air, I can give you a laundry list where it's just like, Jesus
We'll
Christ.
fax
man.
it to you.
I think it's
What's your fax number?
I think it's honestly with me, because I would have been the biggest asshole on the planet if I didn't grow up the way I grew up. You know, I grew up really poor, welfare, homeless. We did the whole gamut. We did a lot of things. So to me, it's like every day I'm like, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, this is weird that I'm here and these people aren't here. And I've got friends that are so talented. And, I live here in Nashville.
Yeah.
So I see people all the time. I always tell people our airport is more talented than your arena. Like the kids that are playing at the airport, the kids that are playing all over on the streets, on Broadway, everywhere, are so talented. And I just look and I'm like, timing, luck, and ability. You know, it's all got to be the perfect storm. And you know, it's cool to be here. It's great to run into all these, you know, country artists, and it's like hockey. Like hockey players are so famous, but they don't really know they're famous.
Right.
You know, a lot of other sports, they know they're famous. Hockey guys are like, I just can't believe I got a paycheck. Like I did this growing up, and that's the same with musicians here. They're like, I'm just glad I'm getting a paycheck, and I did this growing up.
Yeah, and it's same with Austin as well.
Yeah, it is.
Austin's a great scene.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah, I think
I used to be in Austin a ton back in the day. I love me some Austin.
Yeah, it's a nice place to be.
I'd go South by Southwest every year.
It's the only place I would live right now, to be honest. I like it.
Nashville's a blast
cool, but
too,
there's a little bit too much sprawl here for me. I like the city, but it's.
You like the hippie trailers and all the weird
cupcake
farms.
Well, he doesn't mind taking mushrooms at noon and then just going out and exploring the parks and all that stuff. Last question for you. I get you out of here because I know you got to go play.
No, it's all right. They're already on the next hole. I don't even know the guys that are teeing off.
Oh,
with me
fuck
right
them
now.
then. Good. We're
Apparently,
good to go.
I just got skipped, but that's fine. For you guys, it's totally worth it.
It
I'm gonna
is.
steal like 8 bags of this Cardo Max.
Do it. Your manager, Perlman. That was ex
manager.
That's a crazy fucking story, and I know people are doing documentaries and all that other shit on him right now. What was it like with him, and was all that shit true? Like,
well, first of all, it's a guy that, you know what, whatever he did, he may have screwed me over, but he also made my career.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the when he did the pyramid scheme and the people that had nothing that he was taking theirs. Those are who I feel bad for.
Right.
Don't feel bad for anybody in my band, anybody in any other bands, because if you've heard of those bands, he had a lot to do with that, right? Sure, if I make, you know, $20 million and you steal $3 million from me, you're not going to break my heart.
That's just tax.
You're not going to. It's tax. Yeah. Then I should be pissed at the government too, right?
Yeah.
But it's like.
You should be actually.
Well,
but
if it was $3 million, that would have been. I'd move to that country in a minute. But
yeah,
it's
no
like
shit, right?
50% or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's really it sucks because it's those people I feel bad for because I still owe him gratitude, and it was a bittersweet time when he passed away because he still was a friend. He still helped me start the band. He still put money behind my band, not knowing where the money came from or anything, but. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be where I was.
Yeah.
So take my percentage, take what you want. It was worth it. It's the people that he robbed their livelihoods that I'm like, that's why he's not a great person.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I was always curious because, I wanted to see if some of the artists were bitter and everything else. But it's like you said, dude, if you're making 20 and 3 is gone, fuck it. Now 17 is gone, great. You can gripe about it.
Well, even then... What were you doing before you made that $3 million?
That's true.
I was making $28,000 a year as a waiter at the Outback, So it was like, oh, I just made $3 million and you took $116 million. I made $3 million. It was like I'm happy. Plus the tours, everything we did was great.
At Outback, can you still make wallaby darns?
Are you talking about the ice? It's a slushy.
Yeah, but what's in it?
Well, it's like a...
Reveal the secret. The audience wants to know the secret on a
secret.
wallaby darn,
I don't know
dude.
the secret. It's like a peach schnapps and like something else.
There's something else in there that I can't
I could still
finesse.
write up a check. Like if you want an Outback steak cooked medium with a salad with mustard vinaigrette, you want fries, veggies, and they've changed the menu since then, but I still try to pretend like I'm relevant. But
because you're best known for being an employee of the company, right?
Yeah, there's NSYNC, and then there's what you did for Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah.
And to be honest, what you did for Outback was
they
a
have
lot
no
more
idea.
important. Yeah.
They have no idea.
Thank you
what
for
they
your
lost,
service.
What they lost. I was like when Brady left the Patriots for them.
Yeah.
They were like bittersweet. They were happy for whatever I did, but that does not count as a Super Bowl win for you, Outback.
100%.
That's all Tampa all the way.
Do they still send you a knife every year for
Patriots,
Christmas?
I still steal one every year for Christmas. Who doesn't? Like that's kind of the thing. Steal Outback knives. I think they put locators on them now.
I think they have to because my whole
collection.
Oh, dude, all of it. So whenever the good guests come over, I pull out the Outback knives.
Do you get
for
them out of the
Thanksgiving and
upstairs
Christmas.
of your apartment or the downstairs?
Yeah, downstairs. Are
You
kidding
don't have
me?
a downstairs of your apartment.
No,
Stop lying.
I'll stop lying in Texas. I don't have that at all. Hey, man, we appreciate you being
Hey,
here
thank
today.
you guys
You're
so
a
much.
funny fucking dude,
Thank
man.
you, dude. Appreciate
for
you
real.
guys.
And thanks for the support for the foundation and everything else, man. We greatly appreciate it.
1000%.
And where can everybody find you on social media and all that stuff?
I am Kirkpatrick is like my Twitter, Instagram, and all that, and I'm not that great with it. Like I still had to learn. Oh yeah, I just sent you a message. Well, what do I push? This airplane-looking thing? I don't know how. I just call my manager. Hey, this is what I took. This is what I want to say. Can you do it and make it funny?
And then he'll do it for you.
No.
No, not at
No,
all.
it's a she.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Is it Lauren?
No.
No.
My
Okay.
manager is a she.
All right. I mean, look, maybe pick a different manager. They should be able to pop that out for you. But
I think
whatever.
that's a social media person's
Yeah,
job, not the manager.
First of all, I don't want to
media
get hashtagged out of this thing, so I'm just saying, yeah, it's a she.
Okay, perfect.
This is awesome.
We don't see genders here, by the way.
Yeah.
We don't see colors either.
Okay, that's really weird.
Yeah, that is weird. Yeah, you got a lot of explaining
Can't
to do.
imagine you going to a strip club going, it's cool, I don't see genders here.
No, I don't.
I'm
If
actually
it's-
talking to the bouncer right now, and I had no clue.
If it's in my face, I'm good to go because chances are I'm drunk enough that somebody dragged me there.
Fair
so
enough, fair
fuck
enough.
it. Thank you for being here. We
Hey, thank you
appreciate
guys for
it,
having
dude.
us. Me. Me and my personality.
You just gave yourself a pronoun, dude, so I don't want to fucking hear it.
That's fine. Well, because I normally can talk to myself in like third person.
Yeah, we got the major on the show. Goddamn. What's it a great day to be?
Hey, you know what? It's a great day to be an American. Let me just tell you, I'm coming in hot, baby. Hey, Old Hickory, Nashville, Tennessee, hoorah!
Yeah, goddamn right. So everybody told me you died 3 times. Is that true?
Yeah, you know, I flatlined 3 times on the battlefield, August 17, 2004. Hit about a 250-pound roadside bomb. Changed my life forever. But you know what? The great thing about it is I talked to God and said, you know what? He told me, he's like, you're not coming up yet, so you got to stay down there and do your thing. And we're here to support our special operators and our military. And you know what? I sacrificed my leg for the greatest nation in the world, United States of America. And hey, congratulations. You guys are fucking badass.
Oh, dude, I appreciate it, man.
Hoorah!
Shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I wish everybody had your energy on the show. It's amazing, dude. Are we allowed to? Can you stand up and
look
show
at
them the
this shit.
leg?
Look right here.
Look
Hey,
at this thing.
Hey, taxpayer
This
money
is
right here, baby. Yeah.
Custom right there, dude.
Come on, that's your taxpayer money at work right there.
Look at that.
Yeah.
You got movie star looks. It looks like you should be hosting a fucking game show on NBC.
Wait, Jeopardy.
They can't find a
about
host, so-
Jeopardy, but that's okay.
Wow.
No, they can't find a host now, and I think you should be the guy.
You don't need to know the answers because they give them to you.
Yeah,
As the
you're
host.
good to go.
Yeah. Hey, what's your story? I got
Drinkin'
a story
Bros?
too.
Yeah, well, look, Drinkin' Bros, big podcast, 10.3 million listeners, the whole fucking shit. But the more important thing about it is having guys like you on the show to share your story. How long were you
Okay.
in, and when did you become a major?
Well, you know what? So I went enlisted. I joined it at age 17. I'm going to tell you a very powerful story, man.
Sure.
To all the listeners out there, I work for the John Daly Major at Heart of a Lion, jdme.org.
And John was just on the show
Yeah.
about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, go in there and give some money to our cause. But I'm going to tell you something extremely powerful. So I joined at age 17. My father was a Colombian immigrant who came to this country, joined the United States Army, Vietnam-era veteran. And you know what? He served the greatest nation in the world, the United States of America. He's got he's Silver Star, Bronze Star, 3 Purple Heart guy. And he's just an incredible dude. And the reason I'm mentioning him is because that's who I am, man. And when I would watch him put on his combat boots, I'm like, at age 17, that's what I want to do.
Sure.
I want to join the United States Army and serve. So I went enlisted, non-commissioned, and then I went enlisted, non-commissioned officer, and then I ended up being an officer in the United States Army. Got hit by a 250-pound roadside bomb that would change my life forever. Flatlined 3 times on the battlefield. But the thing that I learned about my good friend Rob O'Neill and others is, man, we never quit. We never quit on the battlefield. We never quit on our nation. And our nation right now is going through a frickin' transition phase where all these frickin' woke people and all these negativity people are like trying to run something. You ain't running nothing in this great nation because people like us serve this country for the power
of making sure that everybody has freedom. And that, to me, this is freedom right here. Look, cameras, lights, action, all these people helping us out. That, to me, is the power of what we're doing. And congratulations on your show. I am glad I lost my freaking left leg for this great nation and for you, baby.
I can't believe it, though. Why are you so positive and you lost your leg? I mean, when you were going through it, what was the first thoughts that went through your mind?
Well, let me get a drink right here.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You've earned it.
You know what? No. Hey, losing my left leg was the best thing that ever happened to me. And check this out. Look at this wound over here.
Yeah.
And you know what? Right here, like little freaking wound over here, you know. Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, that's what we're all about. It's sacrifice. It's service. Everybody in this country, our first responders, our police, all those people, like everybody rags everybody out these days. At the end of the day, until you suit up and you get on the football field or you get on the gridiron of freaking military or a police officer or a fireman or a first responder every day, don't be ragging everybody out.
Yeah.
You know what? Live in this great nation. And the thing that makes you guys positive is that, you know what? We can talk about it.
Sure.
And you know what? We can freaking drill into it and say, hey, guys, you know what? America, don't be ragging people out.
Yeah.
Do the right thing, and you know what? Be purposeful in life. And that's what I'm all about, man.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm positive, dude.
Absolutely. So what are you doing today, then?
Well, that's a great question. So I work for the John Daly Major at Heart of a Lion. I'm the CEO, founder with John Daly.
Mm-hmm.
John Daly is an incredible individual. The way I met John Daly, I actually met him about 15 years ago. But the thing about John and I is that we joined forces in October of last year. It'll be October 1st of last year when we joined forces, which is coming our anniversary. It's actually the day that I lost my left leg in 2004.
Really?
That's so powerful.
Yeah.
So anyways, we joined forces, and John and I were sitting at his kitchen table in July, August, and he says, hey, man, we ought to do our own thing, and how about we create something? I'm like, John, I have a great gig. I used to work for Folds of Honor Foundation, and John says, you know what? I said, we don't even have a name. And he's like, no, you're the heart and I'm the lion. And that's how the Heart of a Lion Foundation got created, to provide mental, physical, and wellness support to our nation's children, which is St. Jude's Boys and Girls Club, America's first responders, and America's veterans and their families. And that's what we're all about. Go to jdme.org, give generously, support our cause, because that's why we're here, man. And these war fighters right here, dude, Rob O'Neill, the guy that got bin Laden.
Yeah. And the thing about John Daly, people don't realize how much he does for veterans because he doesn't promote it. Like, he's not loud and in your face and boisterous about it. Like, he just doesn't moves on with his day. What's he like as a boss?
Well, let me just tell you something. He's real.
Yeah.
And the thing about America right now is we have a lot of, I'm not going to say this in a negative way, but there's a lot of fake people.
A lot of fucking pussies.
Yeah. And the thing is,
you can say that.
Yeah. You know what? Freaking have some stake in the game, man.
Yeah.
And the thing about John is it makes him real. John is not going to change because he doesn't need to change for anybody. The thing about it is that what makes him who he is what it's all about. And if you know anything about his story about winning the first PGA championship, no money and whatever, and he gives the money back to somebody like that he wants to help, that to me is like the power of and the essence of America. And to all the people that are watching and listening, man, you guys are the power of them. You're the heartbeat of America in the sense that you're putting out beautiful content on the airwaves. People gravitate to it. And to all the woke son of a bitches out there, fuck you, goddammit. You know what? We ain't down on that shit. Hoorah!
Goddamn right, dude.
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
I ain't like that, dude. I'm like,
we need more fucking positive people like you in the world.
And I mean, and I was just talking to somebody the other day. They're like, oh, these people down there in the freaking border and this. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I always tell this great story, dude. Everybody's like, hey, so how was it swimming through the river and coming up to America? I'm like, I didn't swim. I was like on Pan Am Air. You know, like I freaking flew over here. My point is that, you know what? Everybody strives for excellence in whatever it is. I'm only saying this. Those people down there don't deserve that too.
Right.
But at the end of the day, why is everybody coming to America? Because it's the greatest nation in the world. And that to me is the bottom line. And man, you guys are an example of this. Like check this out. Look at this stuff.
Navy SEAL made.
Navy SEAL made right there.
Baby,
boom.
Yeah, that's
Some
what I'm talking.
Cardomax.
My point is that, you know what? I'm not into the negativity of racism and tearing statues up and all of that. I'm here because I believe in this country as an immigrant, and it's given me every opportunity to strive and be the best that I can be, man. That's what all I can count on, man.
No, and I agree with you. And I think one of the most powerful images that happened in Afghanistan recently was that baby being lifted over the barbed wire fence to hopefully come to America. And it's like, man, if you fucking hate this country or you think it's a piece of shit, good luck, because there's a ton of people out there who are killing themselves to come to this country.
Hey, do you guys know who that guy right there? That's Enzo, baby. Enzo is the #1 guy with red light management. I want to hear you. What's your story,
I'm just waiting for my spot.
Oh, dude.
I'm thinking about the most clever you eat crayons joke I can think of.
Dude, you're a badass, man. I don't even know you, but I just met you, and I love you, and I love your show now. These people were talking, they were like, "Hey, you got to come out here." I'm like, they have a badass show. How many listeners?
10.3 million. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
To
I
everybody
appreciate it.
out there, support them, man. That is so powerful. And look at your this is the A team right here,
Yeah,
right?
well, the B team. I look at a guy like Tansy.
Well,
back
I'm the
there.
D team.
We wouldn't
Yeah.
hire the A team. The A team, they care too much about looking right.
Yeah.
We care about doing the right thing.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
You know what? And
Not
I
for the
love
pretense.
what I love about you guys is that, man, you're America, man.
Yeah.
This is what it's all about. And to everybody out there, how great it is that we live in the greatest nation in the world because of people like you that can take your freedom. You don't have to serve in uniform. What you have to serve is your country.
Yeah.
And my dad once told me that when you take the oath of office to defend the greatest nation in the world, it's about God, country, family, and all of those that serve in the armed forces of the United States of America to protect you, the American people. That, to me, is the essence of who we are. We have to do our best to basically, at the end of the day, service and sacrifice to our country. You don't have to put on the uniform. What you have to put on is the heart and the badge.
Yeah.
And that's what this heart and the badge is all about.
God damn, you want to make me run through a fucking wall
You
right
are,
now,
baby.
dude.
Hey,
I love it.
You want me behind that wall. Like,
You need me behind that wall.
Yeah. Come on.
I love you.
Marines. Hey.
Tell everybody where they can find you out there on social media and everywhere else.
I wrote a book called Warrior for Freedom. You can go to majored.org and get a copy of that. It's a kick-ass little book about what I did, and I couldn't write everything that I did, but I wrote some stuff about it. But go to jdme.org. Give generously. John Daly, Major Ed, Heart of a Lion Foundation. And you know what? We live in the greatest nation in the world, United States of America. Hoorah!
Goddamn right.
Yeah!
Thank you for being here, sir.
All right, baby.
Yeah, man.
I love you guys.
Brought to you
man.
by Crayola.
Hey, we're signing you up, baby. You're joining the military.
No, I was in the 82nd Airborne. I don't need to go to the Marines.
82nd, baby. Yeah. Fort Bragg, North Carolina, baby.
You can keep all that old gear, out-of-date gear, Marine Corps bullshit.
Hey, thank you for your service and sacrifice. What'd you do?
Hollywood. I was a pussy. Teen movies. I did a bunch of teen
Corps,
movies.
baby.
I
Come on.
got a nice physique though, but yeah.
You
teen
look good.
movies.
Teen
movies, brother.
They'll still take you. And shit.
These days they might.
They
Check
might.
Yeah.
You need anybody these days.
Hey,
Thank you for being here, brother. It was a
congratulations
blast.
on your show, man.
I appreciate it.
Hoorah.
We have Tommy Stoner here. You're the head of all of this right now.
Yeah.
You're the big dog.
The big dog, yes.
Man in charge.
Yeah. CEO, Executive Director for the Special Operators Transition Foundation.
Which is why we're all here today. How did you get paired up with Rob O'Neill to start this?
Well, Rob was part of the organization from the beginning. So the organization started when Rob and some of the other members of SEAL Team 6, taking to meet some business leaders, and really these business leaders are really surprised that these incredible high-performing individuals, who could work as a team, they just really didn't see an outlook other than like being a security guard or security contracts, which is fine, but that was kind of their only pathway and option, and folks decided, hey, we got to do something about this, and they created the organization, and Rob was a key part of that. And I came through this program in 2015-16, so I'm a graduate of the program.
Sure.
So huge believer in it. So
it's been absolutely amazing. Dan and I go to a lot of charity events all the time, but this one is special. Why does this one feel different than everything else? I mean, Dan, all the celebrities that come through here are amped. We have the best interviews of all time.
Yeah, it's because people don't show up here looking for fucking photo ops and and to get a single headline.
Yeah.
Right? People come here because they want to be here.
Yeah, I mean, look, what we found here in Nashville is a secret sauce. It's people who really absolutely believe in our mission of getting these operators transition into a great career. Nashville is a phenomenal town. And just with the scene that's here, people, to your point, they're not in it for themselves. All these celebrities are out here to help the operators, and that's what's incredible. You know, in fact, they don't want the photo ops, they don't want any of that stuff. They just really want to come out here and help with the fundraising and, frankly, help with their networks, right? They know tons of people, and they're really helping with the networks to help these operators, you know, make the connections to get in another career. This is an incredible place to go. This is our favorite event out of the year just because of the energy that's around it. And really, it's something we really want to replicate throughout the U.S., just what's going on here.
Yeah, and for us, I mean, look, this is our second year, and everybody's like, hey, do they pay you guys to go here? What's the story? I was like, no, we come for free. It is a blast. Like, we're lucky to be here every single year. And I'm like, dude, anytime you need us, we are here. My only question is, I was talking with Lauren, who works with you all the time. I said, I'd love to have one in Austin as well, because I think you can move to other cities. Is that a plan for the future?
Yes. So we have what we call task force, right? So we're trying to do the special ops thing, which is really create these insurgencies in different cities. So create these networks of people who want to support the mission. Not just us as an organization, but the mission of helping operators and veterans make a positive transition. So we have these task force in different cities. Austin is definitely a target location, and we want to spread it throughout the U.S. because we have these operators that want to go to every corner of the U.S., right? They're making their transition back, and they just want to go back either whether it's home or someplace they always wanted to live and start their new career. So we need people to help support creating networks, not just events, but networks and support organizations like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, it's how much fun you have when you come here. Like, we have drinks, we play golf. The after party is one of the best on the planet. I mean, last year, damn near blackout. Lee Greenwood gets up on stage and sings "I'm Proud to Be an American," and I mean, I damn near tears. But making it through the day is tough because there's a bar in every single hole. Kid Rock's here, John Daly's here. How do you get all the celebrities involved?
I tell you, we don't have to work hard for it. They really just have come to us because they hear about the mission and they believe in the mission. And that's what's incredible about this. Believe it or not, we have not had to work hard on this. You make connections with one or two, and then they tell their friends, the other celebrities, about the organization and the mission, and they meet the operators. And once they meet the operators, they're like, hey, I want to come. And next, we get more and more people that come because, again, they believe in it. And so, honestly, this has not been hard to pull off just because of the incredible people that are here in Nashville.
Yeah, and absolutely. And Dan, with his golf course, when you come and buy a foursome, you get paired up with a celebrity or a special ops guy. Both ways you're winning, and it's an amazing opportunity because you're playing a full 18. You're spending 4 hours with these guys. I mean, I don't know anybody else who is doing that currently.
No, it's kind of it's an analog for the difference between traditional and independent media. Now you're seeing people, instead of in 11, 22, or 44-minute segments, you're seeing 3-hour-long podcasts sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it takes a little while to explain some shit.
Yeah.
And it takes a little while for an operator and their sponsor, or whomever it happens to be, to explain to these business people exactly how those skills translate into the civilian community. And once they figure it out, they're like, oh, shit. And there's a reason why. One, the placement is like 99% for these operators. And then two, something like 60% of them get promoted ahead of schedule within the first year of being in those positions. There's a reason for all this shit.
Well, to be honest with you, they're just harder workers. And the life
they're
experience,
complex problem solvers because they've had to solve complex problems in situations where if they don't, people die. And it's not better or worse. It's not about a contest. It's just that is a different level of stress that they've learned to manage that people in the regular world don't know how to manage. This is how it is. You know what I mean? It
is. So let me ask you this. I'll throw this to you on this one. Why do you even have to do this? Because it seems like a no-brainer. What is the CEOs of today, what are they missing in the outside world that they just don't understand the benefit of having a special operator?
Veterans aren't good at being self-promoters.
Well, yeah,
that's the biggest problem.
There's a couple of things, right? So first and foremost, based on the statistics from the Department of Labor that were released this summer, only 8.5% of the working population are veterans, right? So right out the gate, less than 1 out of 10 people is a veteran. So that creates a divide on understanding, right? The challenge is if folks don't have any association with the military, their perception oftentimes is this picture of like a drill sergeant with a shaved head and the knifey edge hand telling people what to do.
Something they've seen in a movie. Or
That's right. And it's, so maybe we're on our worst enemies with some of the movies and stuff, but the reality is they don't see the free thinking, right? And the adaptability and kind of the get-her-done attitude of problem solving that veterans, and in particular special operations veterans, have. So that's the first piece, right? Then if you look at the senior managers and leadership, it's actually less than 1%. So if you do a review of like CEOs and C-suite and senior managers, you'll find that less than 1% are veterans. So the folks who really can move the needle, there's even a bigger divide. And it's not a good or a bad. So it's not that they're not patriotic or un-American. So it's not that. It's just an understanding. The other gap is, you hit it on the head, Dan. One, veterans can't really, they're not good at self-promotion because there's no I, right? It's we, it's the team, it's the mission, it's the purpose and the drive. So there's a little bit of that promotion. And then the other thing is just the ability to translate what it is they do, so that somebody in the business world can understand it and the light goes on. The operators don't have that. And that's what we do, right? So we help with that process to say, hey, look, first and foremost, let's talk about you as an individual. Let's analyze that together. And then from that, we can start looking at different functions. And then we can start the process of translating the skills, attributes, and experience towards these functional areas so that people go have these discussions and the business side can understand what they're saying, right? So it's not like some Green Beret saying, hey, look, I was on an ODA in Sodif South in Afghanistan doing HVT missions. And the guy's like, what are you talking about? Right. So they can have a conversation and say, hey, look, I was an operation manager or a project manager. Here's what I was doing. And they're speaking a language the business world can understand. So that's what our program specifically helps with. Helps these operators with, and frankly the business side. So all these partners out here on the Gulf, they've hit I believe button and they've joined our team, so we can help them understand from the other side. So it's just like speaking Spanish or English, and the translation process goes between two languages. We're trying to bridge that cultural divide. And you hit it on the head. You put somebody on a golf cart for 4.5 hours, right? And how we do these events is we take an operator and we pair them up with a team that's aligned to the business function and industry that they're interested in. For example, construction. So these operators spend 4.5 hours on a team with guys in the business they're looking at in the market area they want to be in.
Right.
That is so powerful, right? You make a human connection, and that's.
I mean, the worst case scenario, you find out you're looking down the wrong path and you adjust, right? The best case scenario is you meet people that can give you the opportunities you've been looking for
and actually hire you and be like, hey,
hire you.
I did
at
not
least point
know.
you in the right direction.
I did not know what you did. Now that I know, shit, you can jump up in this company real quick.
Absolutely. Or they're like, hey, I'm not the guy for you, and you hit it. About half of our folks pivot in the program from what they thought they wanted to do something else, and that's okay. We want to do that, right? It's like course of action selection, right? Hey, I'm not going with A, I'm going with B. No, but the great thing is...
It's Ray Dalio, hire slow, fire fast.
That's right.
It's a very simple principle.
Absolutely. And then, but I guarantee you sit on a team with a bunch of folks in the construction industry, and they're members of a golf club, and they're like, oh, you want to be in technology? Well, guess what? My neighbor's in technology. The guy over here is, right? Yeah. So it's the power of a network, and you hear that a lot with special operations.
It's similar to being a graduate of like Texas or Penn State or Ohio State or something like that.
Absolutely.
You get the alumni
or a fraternity or whatever it is, right? It's the network and it's the referral basis. So what we do is there's two key things. It's kind of the work we do with them, the experience, and then the network. So you get somebody who is ready to have that discussion, this value-based discussion about their skills, attributes, and experience, and you put them with the right network, it's magic.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what happens. It's really the magic. And that's what's going on today is great supporters out here with the fundraising piece. But also, I tell you, we got 13 operators out here. I guarantee all 13 of these operators are going to walk away with connections or are going to get them placed in the Nashville market.
Absolutely, and they're having the time of their lives. I mean, you can hear them in the background here. It doesn't get better than this. Beautiful day in Nashville on the course. Tell everybody where they can find your organization and help support you guys.
Absolutely. It's www.SOTF, Sierra Oscar Tango Foxtrot.org. So you can learn about our mission there, and you can learn how to support us. And it's really help us get these operators hired, help us mentor these operators on these different functions. So if you represent an industry or business function, and then obviously the fundraising piece, which we need as an organization to keep going. But those are the three real things that you can do to help support our organization. And if you're not going to support us, support some other veterans organization helping to do the same thing.
Absolutely. And look, whenever you need us, we are here. This is our second year doing it, and we are grateful that you asked us to be here. So thank you for having us, sir.
It's grateful for you guys. You guys are incredible supporters of this organization, our mission, and I can't thank you enough for it.
Thank you, Tommy. Yeah. Every year at the old tournaments, they put us next to Leatherwood Distillery, which is a mistake. We get fucked up with you guys
it's like
every
you guys
single
are pieces
year.
of shit. Let's put the other pieces of shit next to you.
My God, dude.
And you guys could be pieces of shit together.
Together.
Call me a piece of shit?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Wearing a Crye Precision hat. Yeah.
That works.
Let's be real.
Now you're wearing Fucklehead bourbon hats.
Well, it's gravity, right?
It's
POS gravity. It brings us all together to the same spot.
Well, look at this guy. He's got a fan on his damn hat. So.
Well, look at his whole face.
Yeah, well, it gets hot here in
That's
Nashville.
just smart.
Yeah. No shit. Out. Look at the sun on my face right now.
You look
goddamn near blind. I feel like Ray Charles. Well, I mean, it's just I can't see shit right now.
Is he the one that can
I'm
see
looking
colors?
on the floor like looking for crickets right now as a kid. Find it, Ray. Find it.
Oh no, it's not.
That's
Ray.
how fucking blind I am
it's
out
not
here.
Ray that's a liar.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Who is it? That can see colors still?
That is Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder's not real blind. He can see shapes. And that is true.
Shapes.
Yeah. Tell everybody your names, what you do for Leatherwood Distillery.
Well, I'm Sean Ruth. I am actually one of the distillers, so I make all this delicious libations that you guys like to consume.
Yeah.
To this point that you said that I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah. Well,
to be honest, I would have said a lot worse before I was drunk.
Exactly. There you go. Whoever got that light out of my face.
You had fun. We have lots of great stuff. So
their booze is very good.
Very, very good. Look, we're partnering up with you guys every year, and then we usually do a live show from your bar,
which you are doing tomorrow.
Correct. We're doing a sports show tomorrow. On fire this weekend in college football. Feel pretty good about it.
Go Blue.
You look like you've been on
Let's go Blue.
A couple rape charges there. Who's in the cowboy hat?
Well, this will be
about Michigan over here.
Yeah, well, if you went to Michigan. Did you go to Michigan?
I did not go to Michigan.
Oh, thank God, dude. Ohio State?
No.
No, he said go Blue. He's a Michigan fan.
I said
Are you really?
Go Blue.
Yeah, but
So
go
all
Blue
my family
what?
went to Go Blue.
Oh, they did? Okay,
yeah, they
great.
went to big Michigan.
And they're in prison. So now what?
They all wear khakis and tighty-whitey underwear.
So now that's why I had to be reduced to making liquor.
Okay, got it.
So that's kind of where that came from.
Now it makes more sense.
What are the chances Michigan's going to beat Ohio State this year? Because it's been 8
very
years.
good.
Not good. No, you almost lost fucking Saturday to Rutgers.
Yeah, but you guys had a meltdown on the 50-yard line with the freaking
CJ
wide
Stroud
receiver
looks like
that
Oh.
said he quit the team and walked off.
Not a wide receiver, so he's like the fifth backup linebacker. Thought he should have played.
you know.
But you know what's funny? You bring that up. That's kids in America today, especially with like NIL deals and everything else.
Yeah.
To go fuck you, I quit, and walk off the field like as a grown man. It's crazy. Get him the fuck out of there. And they did, by the way. Ohio State cut that motherfucker, and he's done.
Yeah,
But
he's done.
That's kind of where we're at in the world.
So I read an article yesterday that your quarterback might be quitting because of that.
CJ Stroud?
Yeah.
Look,
I hope so.
They need to get him out of there.
I hope so.
If within 3
I
or
hope
4
so too, because then we can whoop your ass.
We got a room full of 5 stars. Good luck. We got a room full of 5 stars. Light it up. We'll go.
We'll see.
They still covered against Akron. With you guys, how did you beat Fucklehead? How did you beat that with trademarks and everything else?
Well, I'm actually going to turn that over to my partner here, Buddy Fucklehead. Because,
There we go.
That's his deal.
Is that your Christian name?
My mom called me Buddy Fucklehead for a reason.
Yep.
Because I got my wife. Let me tell you something real quick.
Sure.
My wife hates the mustache. She will only have sex with me when she's drunk. Problem is, she don't drink.
Yeah.
So now what? Now what do I do? So here's what we do. We start a liquor company.
Uh-huh.
We get the straight Fucklehead bourbon out there.
Yeah.
That's Coors Light.
Well, the koozies.
The koozies Fucklehead. Yeah.
Saying.
I like how you put a koozie on anything, a White Claw, give it to her, just for sex.
I put a koozie on Ron White earlier, and he was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
one of the best. But
absolutely.
did you
So-
fuck him too?
I tried.
Time will tell.
Mustard gave me a little ride.
Mustard the dog.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mustard the dog.
Yeah.
Gave me a ride. But no, literally, you guys got to go out and get the Fucklehead bourbon.
Okay.
It's smooth as fuckle. We call it smooth as fuckle.
Sure.
And, let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story about how we came up with this name.
Okay.
So my son, who's 5,
right,
literally threw him in the Gulf of Mexico. Craig O'Shoney literally said his bathing suit fell down. He goes, "You're a knucklehead." My son goes, "No, Craig, you're a fucklehead." At 5.
5 years old.
My wife goes, and by the way, my wife is literally a saint, and she's like, "What did he say?" I said, "He said fucklehead."
Yeah.
So we went to a bar, bought all the domain names, and came up with straight fucklehead.
Great.
And so we're straight fuckleheads.
Well, how great is it? Because last time we were here, I didn't get to try your brand. What is the smoothest one to shoot? I'll do it live on air.
Oh,
And then
Fucklehead.
I'll be honest with the audience and let you know if it's good or not.
Fuckle.
Yep. Well,
Fuckle. You can put down the microphone.
It's not the tamper strip, dude.
There you go.
There we
I
go.
mean, that was a college-proof strip, and you couldn't even get that off, dude.
Take a chug.
Fucklehead.
Fucklehead bourbon.
I'm a big fan of the branding, though. So what do we got here? We got 40 proof, so 80 total.
Yep.
80
And then I'm going to hold this up.
40%.
Yeah. I'm going to hold this up to the camera. There you go. Boom. Fucklehead. Where's this available at?
That is available at Leatherwood Distillery, and then you guys got several different liquor stores down in Florida that carry that.
I think it's available in my mom's closet.
Okay,
In
perfect.
my mom's closet.
Perfect. Dan spends a lot of time there anyway, so he can just head over to the closet.
Yeah, Dan, you,
I like
you
to
should.
hide.
You should.
Yeah, he does.
I'm in between the hats and the Sunday jackets, and I'm just pounding off back there the whole time.
That's all he does.
Me too, bud.
Maybe I'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you next time.
Call me
Just
up.
no eye contact,
Jesus
please.
Christ.
'Cause I need to
There's
concentrate.
plenty of Fucklehead back
Yeah,
there. by the way,
Fucklehead
so-
bourbon made with incest. So here we go. I'm gonna take a shot live.
I
on air.
need to concentrate. Is what the problem is,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't with those glasses.
How
and
is
the
it?
fucking
Smooth?
propeller hat.
That's real good, actually. It's real good. You're a dumb asshole, but this is real good goddamn whiskey.
Look,
I'll be honest with you. One of the
are
dumbest
two
people I've ever met, but
totally
Jesus Christ,
separate
y'all can make
things.
some whiskey.
Yeah.
I feel good about it. Where in Nashville can everybody find you? Where's your store at?
Okay, so we are located in Pleasant View, Tennessee, which is off of exit 24 on 24.
Yep.
Going north from Nashville. And yeah, man, you can find some of our stuff in a lot of the local liquor stores.
Great.
And then the Fucklehead has gone a little bit bigger than our own Leatherwood brand. But yeah, dude, you can come up to the distillery. We'll give you tastings, tours. We'll sell anything you need. You can have any cocktail you want. We're going to hook you up.
Fantastic. And the reason why I ask where you're located is when you come to Nashville, everybody's expects, oh, man, it's down in the city, Broadway, whatever.
Yeah.
Nashville's very, very spread out.
Nashville's
So
a
I'm
very
glad you gave
broad
everybody the
city.
location.
Yep.
Well, I
Yeah.
can really quickly here.
Sure.
I can say Slaughterhouse, Losers and Winners, Original Midtown, and again in my mom's closet, you'll find that shit.
Perfect. And where does your mom live for the audience?
She lives on Marco Island. You
Okay.
can find her on the water. She's
Great.
always drinking the shit, and she gets fucked up. So yeah,
Awesome.
we were good there.
How old is she these days?
Yeah, she's pretty fucking old.
It's hard to say.
Look, our producer Giorgio doesn't discriminate on age. As long
Yeah.
as she's under 86,
She's got a boat.
Good to
He's
go.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's
Down
way
in
under
his
86.
head,
She's like 72.
She
Yeah,
She got a boat.
We'll see
Oh, we got
Giorgio
three
on,
boats.
on
You might have
San
a new
Marco.
stepdad.
We got 3
coming up.
boats. Come on down.
Yeah, come on
I'll
down,
take it.
Let's go
dude.
party in Florida.
Now we're speaking the language here. Boys, thanks for everything you did for us today.
Absolutely.
Supplying us with booze, all the celebrities, everything else. It is an absolute pleasure to have you next to us during this event.
Thank you so much.
This is 2 years in a row now. I hope next year is a third. Please check out Leatherwood Distillery. Veteran owns some of the best in the business.
That's great.
Thank you for being here.
Oh,
got
thank
it.
you for
Thank you
having
so
us.
much
We
for having
appreciate
us.
it. Yeah.
Cheers, boys. And
Cheers.
look forward to doing a live show with you tomorrow.
Absolutely. We'll see you tomorrow.
Kids, we got a special treat right now in Drinkin' Bros podcast. Donnie Reese is here, one of the best fiddle players in all of America, in my opinion. Now that Charlie Daniels is dead, aren't you? You're touring with him,
Yeah,
correct?
did you kill Charlie Daniels?
Yeah, did
Just
you
to
kill
take
him?
over his
Did you
spot
kill
as the best
Charlie?
fiddle
Goodness
player?
gracious, Snow, man. God bless him. God rest his soul.
R.I.P. But he was like 88. Like,
Yeah, that dude had a fucking life.
Oh man, he's
He's
an institution. He was a legend.
yeah,
He's
he
like the
was.
Michael Jordan of country
Yeah,
music.
for sure.
You know, and he was outspoken. He was a true American. He did a ton for the vets, ton for his community. He was just an amazing dude, and probably the coolest thing that I've ever been asked to do. to kind of take up that mantle.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I did
Yeah.
my first gig with the Charlie Daniels Band at Bridgestone Arena.
Yep.
August 28th for his volunteer jam. And had the chance to stand up there and do the best I could to fill those shoes in, and it was an amazing experience.
Well, I'm going to tell everybody out there, we got to hear you play at Kid Rock's bar. Devil went down to Georgia, and I'm going to be honest, sounded identical.
Well, thank you.
It sounded identical. You're one of the best in the biz. What are you going to play here today on Drinkin' Bros?
Well, I'm going to play the national anthem because it's not getting enough love now.
There we go. Let's go. The national anthem. I'll take my hat off for it. Let's go. Come on now. Come on. Is there a better way to end Drinkin' Bros podcast? Absolutely not. For Danny, Tony Reese, ghostbank.com/Drinkin' Bros, Leatherwood, everybody who's been here today, D'Anthony Holloway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Drinkin' Bros podcast. Good night, everyone.
Fuck Canada.